It sound like Lil Baby, and I'm like, dog, but you rap. Like
Yeah,
really, you can really rap. But they be like, well, nobody gonna play this record, or well, nobody messing with this, and I'm trying to do this to get my
yeah,
streaming number. That's one thing I hate, niggas, and that
yeah.
streaming shit. I just be
All
like,
streaming platforms, man,
yeah,
they be killing me with that, bro.
yeah,
Man,
yeah. I'm
no,
like,
you right, bro. Like I said again, King. Like when it's all said and done, us building our relationship and seeing you really playing music and seeing you really being creative in the studio, you just don't see that often because man, it's even hard to watch tutorials on YouTube. It's just like everybody's just doing the same thing. It's like bros be doing tutorials and you be like, and then all you just hear is booch, 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 booch. I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
yeah,
Like, how am I supposed to learn from that? Because that's what like people is just doing what's the norm. You know what I mean?
hmm,
And it's like you're not breaking that monotony and the redundantness of the music is crazy, bro. And
yeah,
being a rapper, I was always taught, man, when you rap, you supposed to tell your story. Your story is what changed. Like everybody act like where music is today is based upon corporations and
hmm,
infrastructures that have dictated hip hop to go in the direction they wanted to go in. When the
hmm,
money got involved in the culture of hip hop, they said, look, we don't have to look up to hip hop no more. Hip hop will look up to us. So what
hmm,
they did is said, look, they all need money. They
hmm.
all, meaning, anybody that's come from these urban areas, that's come from
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
poor
yeah, yeah. Dangle
urban
the carrot. Yeah.
environments that don't have nobody. We just a dangle a carrot. We know they got the talent, but they need the money. We can take that talent, look and see what they're doing, say, okay, and we can control the talent and the narrative now. Once that happened for the culture of hip hop, it was all downhill because you had cats that really had messages and really had stuff to say. But now you get with these companies, and this is what I tell people in my whole audience is that once you sign to a company, you're not the artist you want to be no more, no matter what you say.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You thinking, oh, I'm gonna come in and do what I do, man. I
Nah,
was
that's
doing this
dead.
before. No, no, no,
That
no, 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 no.
that's dead.
No,
That's
no, no,
dead.
no, no. That's not gonna happen, bro. You're
Hmm.
not gonna come in and do what you want. And I'll give you a good example of that. That I really learned this early on, and I didn't know this, but I'm gonna give you this example. So early 90s, mid 90s, somewhere, when Montel Jordan dropped, that big record, This Is How We Do It.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is I was like, people love that record. I was like, uh. One, because I love the Slick Rick record. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm like, nah, man, you're not gonna just come and just change that record like that. Like,
Hmm.
that just wasn't for me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That wasn't a record for me. That's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I, in my mind, I was like, man, Montel Jordan's trash, man. You
Hmm.
know, that's just how I felt. I was like, this guy ain't gonna cut it. Now, let me just show you the irony of that conversation. Like, Def Jam, I was working with J.O. Felony, doing stuff for J.O. Felony. And they wanted me to do the J.O. Felony, and they wanted me to remix a Montel Jordan record.
Hmm.
So I remixed this record for them. It just so happened I go to L.A. and I see Montel Jordan. That's crazy. Like,
Hmm.
it's really, really crazy how that happened. And I'm talking to him and I'm telling him, I said, man, Montel is crazy, man. They asked me to remix your record. He didn't even know I was remixing this record. That's how
Damn.
cold the labels are. They
Hmm.
just they just put you with it, man, dude. Man, let me tell you, your girl TLC T Bars from TLC did me so cold, bro. I know I'm jumping around, but
Yeah, yeah. No, no, you
but
good.
all of this stuff is linked. So let me just show you. So I'm gonna get back to Montage. I met T Bars at a club, and I'm just thinking in my mind, well, she know that I did a remix for Kick Your Game. They had a song called Kick Your Game.
Hmm.
Well, I didn't know this, but they weren't telling they never tell the artist who's remixing their records. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm doing TLC. They would know this. Yeah, ski,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, ski out the club. She looking at me like, you remixed, like, no, you didn't. And I'm looking at her like, is she trying to be funny? Like, Lily, man, she gave me attitude,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
Like,
and the side eye, and the side
man,
eye.
gave me a side eye. So I'll never forget that look. bro, to this day, bro, I don't even talk about what I do no more because of that look she gave me. Oh man, I just keep my mouth shut. I just like,
She
man, I
gave
ain't.
you the nigga please look.
Oh, she was like, nigga, please, if you don't get it, if you just want my number, just ask for it. You know, that was the kind of look she gave me. Like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
trying to holler at me, you ain't gotta lie. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I wasn't even trying to holler. I was just like, hey, I'm a fan of y'all. You know, I did the remix. She like, if you don't get up out of here with that,
Mm-hmm.
I said, whoa, right? So anyway, that allowed me to know that the labels just do what they want to do. They're not
Yeah,
telling you
yeah.
they put you with whoever they want to put you with. So back to Montel Jordan. I see Montel Jordan. We chop it up. He said, man, Skeet, man, it's all good, man. Man, come to my house. So I go to his house.
Mm-hmm.
And man, we get to his house, man, and he started playing me these songs. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Mind blowing. If I was basing it off of this is how we do it,
Mm-hmm.
I would have just never liked Montel Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the records he got was so mind blowing, bro. Like the singing, the lyrics, the hook, they were fire. And I'm looking at him like, bro, why you ain't putting this out? I
Can't put
tried
it
to.
out. Yeah,
That there you go.
yeah.
The first thing he said is, I wanted to, but they told me to do this, and they told me to do
Mm-hmm.
this, and this will work for my career, and blah, blah,
They
blah.
got to
You
make
know?
their money. You know, man. You know they ain't nothing but a bank, man. They got to make
Right,
their money back. So they
right,
gonna go with what they. I put it like
right,
this: if somebody give you $1 million for
right,
your career, you think you finna have some say so?
right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? Like
right.
they gon' they trying to do what they can to make their money back. And then
That's what
once they make their money back plus some, I might listen to you. I
I
might.
told I told the audience this. I said, man, if you think trying to go get a deal with a company right now and you don't build your brand where you can negotiate how your deal go, you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You in trouble. If you don't hold no weight, if you don't have a community backing you, if you don't have some type of leverage, you can hang it up, brother.
Yeah.
You can hang it up. Like, yeah, they might rock with you because they see the talent and the potential talent in you. But far as the leverage you have, when they spend their money, it's like, no, this money is gonna go there. This gonna do
Yeah.
this. You're gonna do that, and it's gonna be your choice now to say you want you want to be put in a situation of getting the popularity, or do you want to be in a creative moral value to create your music and dictate your fan base based upon what you're really trying to do and trying to communicate? Because you got
Mm-hmm.
cats that's in there that's really changing they topics, they subject matters. Because the label's like, nah, we don't want to hear that. We need you to rap about something a little bit like this, and man, they will dictate to you what you rap the whole nine.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And you know, and even like not even artists, but even like producers, like I've had a couple opportunities to like be like a producer under I ain't gonna say their name, but under some folks or whatever. But I'm like, man, that little bit of money, and I'm better than him. I'm
Right.
not finna let him just take my music. He do some drums and slap his name on there. He
Yeah.
give me a couple thousand, and then he go make boom, and then he getting back in. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
nah. I ain't got a lot saved, but I got a, you know what I'm saying. I got a little thump. You know what I'm
Right,
saying. I
right,
got a
right,
couple
right, right, right,
other things I invest my money in, but nah, nah,
right, right.
nah. I
You
I just keep stacking it up, man. Cause
you know what's crazy though? Like I said, and that goes back to the dangle and the carrot. Like a lot of cats come from nothing. To just get any type of
Mhm,
spotlight and to get anything, people will compromise that. They're like, you know what, it's cool. I'll get my foot wet, blah blah blah. And then, but they do it so much, they become in that system that they become programmed to that, and they
mhm,
find themselves never advancing because you got to stand for something in this game. You
mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to choose. You have to choose your poison. You have to either the poison is going to go down like this. It's going to be two type of poisons. One is more detrimental than the other. The
Mhm,
poison goes like this here. You either got to save your money, stop
mhm,
smoking your weed, stop drinking, stop the strip club, stop tricking, you know what I'm
mhm,
saying, and spending money on frivolous stuff, and
mhm,
put your money to the side for your career to build your career correctly and
mhm,
control your destiny. Now, that's a poison because you got to have self discipline, but it's a good
mhm,
type of poison because it's all about your brand. That's
mhm,
that's a good poison.
mhm,
Or poison number two, hold yourself, let everybody have your stuff, let it get
Mhm.
out there. Take whatever type of deal just so you can get some weed and a stripper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, and see, look, I'm from Atlanta, so I know exactly what you talking about, man. I see
You know
it,
what I'm saying?
I see it every day, man.
Yeah.
I see
You,
it every day.
it's
Don't get
like,
the Instagram girlfriend too to go along with it,
oh
cause
my,
she gonna
oh
take you to
man,
Lennox and Phillips, and
oh
she gonna
man.
rip you a new one.
Right, right.
She
And
gonna
bro,
rip you a
I've
new
seen
one.
it. I've seen it millions of times. If I could tell you, and I would never do this, but if I could tell you the artists, I was around the artists that I was really cool with, close with, and it was time for them to renegotiate their contract. Right? It was time for them to renegotiate, and I said, bro, you got leverage. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Man, I can remember this like it was yesterday. I said, bro, tell them you need to, saying restructure your deal, re-up your points, re-up all of these things, advance, you know what I'm saying, and stuff that's non-recoupable now because you've gotten to a level. When they want to renegotiate your contract, it's time for you to put in these terms in here. These are these clauses that you put in there to give yourself more the option. Because when you first get into a deal, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be in the best of your advantage, but you
Hmm.
use it to get your momentum.
Hmm.
But once you prove yourself, you got to come back and you got to renegotiate on a whole different level now. And I
Hmm.
said, bro, don't take that deal, bro. Because and he had somebody that was a woman finessing him, like, yeah, we're gonna do this. You know how people they'll use a
Hmm.
woman to come in and yeah, man, yeah. And he's like, come on, bro, man, come on, man. And I'm telling my bro, I
Oh, I
can't
already
make
know.
I can't make this up. I
Hmm.
can't I can't make this up. I wish I was that good of a storyteller. I
Yeah.
can't make this up. And they
Hmm.
say, yeah, yeah, and you're just so great. And I'm like, blood, bro, knock it off.
Yeah.
And this is the cold part. He's like, man, you right, Ski, man, you right. I ain't about to do that. So I'm like, man, I'm proud of you, bro. Now we gonna make some impact. You know what I'm saying? Man, out the next day, he had signed the deal. Exactly the way I told him not to do.
He needed
I,
that paper. He needed that paper.
I said, man, and that's it.
He
That's it
needed that.
right there.
He needed
That's it
that.
right there.
He needed
That's
that
it right
paper.
there. That's it.
Man, I
That's it
see it.
right there.
I see it all the time, man. Niggas be living way beyond their means. All this. I'm like, bruh, it's when you older. The biggest flex is when you're a little older and you pull up in that Rolls Royce and you got that house with them acres. You know, while we young, man, just, I tell them get as much as you can carry and
Right.
stack it. You know what I'm saying? Stack it up. But
Yeah.
I
And
don't think niggas think they gonna live that long or some shit, man.
you
I
know
don't know
what it
what it
is,
be.
bro? I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no disrespect to weed smokers and drinkers and people that just wanted to live their life and have a good time. People want to have so much fun to the point they don't understand the priority of real life. Real
Hmm.
life. Your youth life is supposed to be the sacrifice. Your
Hmm.
older life supposed to be you in cruise control.
Hmm.
Man, I'm gonna be real with you, and I say this on a humble level, man. I'm in cruise control. I put in the work that a lot of my cats just didn't want to put in that work. They
Hmm.
didn't want to work. They didn't want it. They wanted to have fun. They wanted to chase the girls, which there was a lot of beautiful girls out there. Don't get it twisted. It was a lot of back
Hmm.
in the day. It was a lot of parties. There was a lot of events. People wanted to go to all of these things. People wanted to have as much fun as they wanted to have. I was just different. I was just like, no, I want to work. I want to put in this work, man. I was gonna bring my homeboy on here, and I might do this soon. The dude that gave me my first 606, I talked to him yesterday. He's like my OG. He seen me when I was a kid, and he had this broken 606. But we was talking yesterday. He said, Ski, you was one of them dudes. I never seen a dude like you. He said, you was always working on rapping and music and music and music. When everybody was out the courts playing basketball, at the parties doing this, you was in the studio working and working along with you doing martial arts. You was,
Hmm.
and he remembered that. He said, man, I came to your house. I seen all of them trophies. He said, bro,
Hmm.
that blew my mind. And you had never told me you was in the martial art. He like, and I said, bro, because I'm just different. I got self-discipline. I work hard. I work, I work. And I
Hmm.
remember, some of the homies, it was a term back here, used to be called a mark or a square,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
you was a mark, you was a
Mark,
square,
yeah.
because you didn't do the typical things that people. Man, I'm so glad I was called a mark in the square,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
now they like, bro, they kind of look like the marks now. You know what I
Man.
mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm a made man. You put in the work, man. So I tell people all the time, life is never gonna be easy. This
Mhm.
ain't gonna be no easy, especially when you talk about music. You know what I mean? Because you're a self-employed individual, where every
Mhm.
move you make is based upon your self-discipline.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have the self-discipline to put in the work to go in there and work. I tell you, you gotta, work hard and then play later, man. And I'm in
Yeah.
cruise control. And it's crazy because I could do all kinds of stuff. I could go take trips here, take trips there, do that. I still ain't like that. I still believe in working and being in the studio and working hard to
Yeah.
this day. Even though I could be doing all kinds of stuff but I just never want to do that. I love music so much that this is like my vacation. Just
Yeah.
being in here and working on my music. This is like going to Australia or across the country to me.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
much I
No.
love music. So I
Yeah.
just tell people, man, when you say you love your music, what are you going to sacrifice? What are you going to give up to try to get it? Are you going to just keep saying, man, I ain't got no money, but you got money to go to?
Yeah.
Man, bro,
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Yeah.
kills me, bro.
No.
Man,
No.
these cats ain't never got no money, but they got money to eat some barbecue on
Yeah.
Monday. Bro, they buy more, man, they buy more barbecue than they than they have ever spent on any of their equipment.
Oh yeah,
They'll
and the
buy
sec
ten
and the
thousand dollars worth of barbecue slabs.
yeah, and the section's gonna be, and the section sold out in the
Right.
club this weekend, man. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and it costs extra to get in on the holidays. So you know how that go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
how
yeah.
that
No,
go.
they gonna be at every holiday function and they gonna pay for VIP. They gonna go, man, they gonna go rent cars, they gonna rent jewelry, they gonna do everything to look the part
Yeah,
for the holidays. And then get right back that Tuesday. Nobody helped me with my music.
yeah,
You like,
man.
man, if you don't shut the hell up, bro.
I told you, I used to shoot videos for a little brief stint. So I seen all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers go to the club, buy crazy shit, and these niggas can't even pay you for a video, let alone put gas in their car. You got these models, they be trying to charge you crazy prices and they ain't got no car. Like
Ain't
you
that
be
crazy?
like, y'all know I'm dead serious.
That's crazy.
Dead serious. Like, man, some of your models that got like 300,000 on Instagram, they pull up to a video shoot. They need a ride back home, man. Like,
That's
but yeah,
that's
but it's
insane.
entertainment. It's a facade. Like people don't know what really go on. Like it's a
That's
lot of smoke and mirrors, man.
and
A lot of smoke and mirrors.
so how do so this is a question then. I mean, I'm pretty sure we just talking, randomly, but how do the game or the industry go to the next level if this is going to be the same mentality that we've been, because this mentality has been going on for the last pretty much 15, 20 years now.
I didn't. I started to see the shift. Like what it was, probably like when I was 16, 17. I didn't think it was gonna last long.
Yeah.
But with the way social media is and the way the internet is, that time period and the mentality that we looking for, that shit gone.
Yeah.
That shit gone, and I don't think it's gonna ever come back. Now, you still might have a few like you, like me. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, man, the way motherfuckers' minds is, and that microwave mentality, and just the oversaturation of shit, man. Like, bro, that
Yeah.
era that we looking for, that we relish in, like. I mean, it's up to folks like us to keep that shit alive, but like, nigga, we we the mighty few fighting the big machine. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like that shit
that's
is,
and that's
I don't know.
it's a tricky game, King, because like I said again, I told you this morning, man. I said, I'm always inspired when I'm watching you work, because not like you're not just turning your camera on and saying, man, I want these niggas to see me in the studio today. I'm gonna show them my ASR 10. I'm gonna show them, like, because you got people that will turn on the camera just for content and for views and for likes. I know them people when I see them.
Mhm.
And then you have cats that turn on the camera with purpose. Hey, no, bro, I love this. I'm gonna show you ASR 10. I'm gonna show you how I do this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna start creating. I'm gonna show you these melodies. I'm gonna show you how. And you really feel the passion. It's like a lot of people will never get to the point to really create what they real passion because of all of the facades and all the stuff that's out there. It's taking them away from their purpose. And one of the work is it's a pros and cons. One of the greatest things about social media is you can reach a lot of people, and a lot of people can see your platform, and they can be inspired or they can be deceived. It based upon who you are as an individual, who's promoting that platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bad part is there's a lot of people that have gotten into music, not understanding and having passion for music, and with the technology making it so accessible for
So
everybody.
not even successful, easy. So easy. Like I didn't mean to cut you out, but I
No,
went
go
on
ahead.
live this week, and
Yeah.
this dude was like, should I know music theory or something like that? I'm like, yeah, I would. That's like a mechanic saying, I don't know nothing about a car, but I'm finna fix your car. Or like, and you know what I think it is too? And this finna sound so fucked up, but it's true. Music is like one of the only professions where you ain't got to go study or learn nothing. You can't be no doctor or no heart surgeon and go in there and tap on them folks and you not
Right.
know nothing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You can't be a teacher and go teach kids and you don't have no type of education.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
in entertainment is just it's a fucking free fall. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And like
Right.
not having that filter, you have motherfuckers that can just slide through the cracks. Like, hey, this one motherfucker tell me, he was like, hey, bro, I'm more musical than you, and I don't even play. I use a computer. I was like, okay, God bless. I understand. Cause I don't argue with folk, man.
You can't. You
I
can't. You can't because, bro, that's preposterous.
yeah.
That right there is it's one of them things where it's like, bro, you're just deliberately will say anything just to create a negative or positive conversation. Like sometimes people attitude now is I don't care if it's positive or negative. I just want a reaction. I just want a
Mm-hmm.
reaction. I don't care if it's the truth. I don't care if it's false. I don't care what it is. I just want a reaction.
Yeah.
You'll
They just
say
want shits and
anything.
giggles.
Yeah, you'll say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Bankhard Beast, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Much love, Ski and King, man. Thank you, Bankhard. I appreciate you, man. Salute to you, brother. For real. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I just be looking, I'm like, do y'all even? And you could tell even from folks. I'm like, man, like I got Bluetooth speakers all in my house, in my kitchen, in my bathroom, everywhere. I'm like, man, I listen to music all day. I go to sleep listening to music. I'm in the shower listening to music. Like niggas don't even listen to music, and I'm like, how can you make music and you not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
listen
No,
to
you
music. Like I'm like,
hey
what the
man,
hell?
I'm gonna tell you, man, all of the stuff that I thought was common sense now, it's not common sense. I had an artist, I won't say no names. Bro, now I talk about sound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about sound, right? So I'm in there, I'm working, I'm doing a dope mix, boom, boom. I sent it to him, man, check it out. You're like, yeah, that's cool. I said, well, what did you listen to it on? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I listened to it in my little earbud. I said, come on, man. Come on, man. You don't got no speakers, bro. Like, like, like I put all this work in it for you to listen to it in some earbuds, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. People say that they love their music so much, and they the last ones to do. They'll do nothing for it, but they'll say they love it. It's man, it's crazy, bro. It's
And
crazy.
and then the other thing is too, like especially like, well, I ain't gonna say because I'm getting a little older, yeah. But like the younger generation or what have you, like they won't tap in with older dudes like you. Like I be like I told you when I first met you, I just want to learn. Like I like knowing people that know more than me because I hate being in the room where I'm the musical guy and I got all the knowledge. Like I don't want all y'all to suck up that shit for me. Like I like learning.
Right, right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? Like, I
right,
don't
right,
mind
right,
being like, hey, I'm finna go to EA Ski University and learn because it's
right,
like
right,
you finna show me, I like sports. So you finna show me a fadeaway. Or you finna
right.
show me a crossover that I could put in my game that I didn't have. Or like knowing your mind, knowing your process. Like niggas don't want to be humble and be like, hey, how you do that?
I
Why
think the
your
key,
kick sound
the
like
the,
that?
the kick, the key thing is what you just said is humble. Is humble. It's like I'm still a student of the game, even though I am who I am, bro. I talk to some of my peers, some of my cats, even talk to you. You'll say some stuff. I'm like, oh man, I didn't think about that. Like you
Mm-hmm.
might put something on my brain I didn't think about. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I always allow myself, one of the biggest parts of being great is being humble. You know, you're great. Like, let me tell you something about Dr. Dre that's so amazing. As big as he is, and everybody looks up to him and this and that, Dr. Dre is a sponge. Dr. Dre loves to be around the greatest people in the world, and he looks and he watches like, oh, that's dope. And he
Mm-hmm.
will study that. Why you think he's so great? If you ever come in there, you come with an idea, Dre be like, Dre will scream like, whoa, he'll go, you would think that, damn, Dre excited about my idea. Yeah, because he knows what he hears, what inspires him too. He's not just, I'm Dre, and this is this. And like
Mm-hmm.
people would think that because they don't know him. But when
Mm-hmm.
you really get around him, bro, he is one of the greatest man, bro. Always sucking up game. Always
Mm-hmm.
like, why you think he collaborates with so many people? Dre's
Mm-hmm.
whole career is a collaboration.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a whole collaboration. It's always been a collaboration. ATL in the
Mm-hmm.
house. Salute. Hit that like button. What's up with it, Maximus? Thank you for the super chat, brother. Shout out to you, sir. You know, his whole career is a collaboration. So when
Yeah.
you look at that and you like, damn, you know what? You can say whatever you want to say about Dre. Dre admires talent and he admires being able to see stuff and learn from it. And that's where his overall body of greatness comes from, is he's always sponging up from great.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we supposed to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know everything. Man, this cast that'll show you something, a different technique. Like, hey man, I never did that like
Mm-hmm.
that. That's, you know, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So that takes away from your greatness. Do that.
Yeah.
So the question I got is, if I'm EA Ski and you give me a jewel, and I'm like, I don't want that jewel, King, because I'm EA Ski, and you shouldn't be showing me jewels. Or do I take that jewel and be like, whoa, I didn't know that, and add to my repertoire? So my repertoire is stripped because I took your jewel.
Hell no.
But this is how people feel. They feel like they can't get information beyond what they got. And this is why they never keep growing. Your
Yeah.
ceiling is here now. This is
Mm-hmm.
where your ceiling is at. This is why when I get
Mm-hmm.
on my platform, I ask cats, say, man, what machine you think would sound good? Should I go with this ASRX, the red one, or should I go with the black one?
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask questions because I've never had one. So I want to ask questions. I want to continue to grow. I want to
Mm-hmm.
continue to learn. Once you stop learning, you're
Mm-hmm.
done, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I guess because my grandma was a teacher for almost 40 years. Like she told me when I was younger, it's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't know how to do something, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help. She told me only a fool would sit there and not know nothing and stop learning. She was
That's
like, "You
facts.
gonna learn to the day you die,"
Hey,
and like
bro.
she instilled that in me, like when I started school or what have you. So I've
I mean,
never been afraid of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna give you another one playing right off of that. I remember, man, being in school and Josh Cotter, what's up with you? Thank you for the super chat, brother. Thank you so much. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Thank you, man. Thank you for that super chat. I was in school and I was having a problem with my math. We was getting into some, advanced
mm-hmm,
algebra type stuff when I was in school. And you know, I wasn't as vocal as I am now. You know what I'm saying? I
mm-hmm,
started becoming more vocal being in martial arts when I had to start teaching the classes
mm-hmm,
because I became a senior, so I was able to teach the classes. When I started teaching, it helped me get out of, it made me become a speaker. It made me become like, what am I not sharing knowledge for? What am I not asking questions for? But a big part of who I am now is because of my dad. Because I remember, man, I wasn't doing well in my math class. And so he's trying to figure out, well, why you not passing this class? What's going on here? And I was like, well, I I don't raise my hand. I didn't want to raise my hand and feel like I was stupid, because
mm-hmm,
you know how the teacher will ask you, hey, anybody got any questions? Boom, boom, boom.
mm-hmm,
And everybody prideful, so they don't want to look like they stupid, so nobody raised their hand. So
mm-hmm,
I'm like, well, I don't know, but they ain't raising their hand. I don't want to look like the fool, so I ain't
mm-hmm,
raising my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad said, if you don't raise your hand, I'm gonna raise my hand. Once he said that,
Yeah.
and anybody know my dad, he got a heavy hand.
Heavy
And if he
hand,
put
yeah.
and once he put it on you, you gonna understand.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
ain't a
yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah.
I said, man, from that point on, not only did I raise my hand, I asked all kinds of questions.
Yeah.
And that changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
That changed my life. Asking questions, want to know. I don't know everything. So I understand that you gonna be taught every part of your life, no matter how older you get, no matter what part of life you get to, asking questions, wanting information, because you gotta always still sharpen steel. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer of that. You know, you got some
Mm-hmm.
producers that won't even like another person's stuff because I don't want to show them love because it's gonna take away from me. See, I ain't never been like that.
Yeah, nah.
I've never been like, I would like something. I'm like, man, that's dope. I would post it because I
Mm-hmm.
like it so much. I've never been the person that be like, nah, I'm not gonna like his stuff because it's too good, man. You know, and that's gonna take away from me. And I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I believe when people are dope, you gotta share it. You like, because that makes me go like, man, this nigga King, what man, damn, I gotta go turn this stuff on because what I just
I,
heard.
I,
Man,
it's crazy you say that because we were talking about that in the live. Because I think my man here, but A Major Keys or whatever,
yeah,
I
yeah,
met him through YouTube and I follow him on Instagram.
yeah.
And Broken like play like
Hey, Major
church
Keys, what's
play.
up with you? Salute, hey, Major.
And I seen him play some shit on Instagram. And I was like, man, I got to be. Nah, he can't. Cause I'm competitive. I'm like,
Right,
it ain't
right,
going down like
right,
that or whatever. But nah, like I
right.
tell them, man, like play y'all stuff, man. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Like, cause it inspires me. Like if I
Yeah,
see you working or whatever, boom.
right.
Like when you had the what is that, the EPS by
Oh, the,
Insonic.
the EPS, yeah, the class, yep,
I mean,
yep.
I went and got that AS sock. I was like, man, this motherfucker making that sing, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
it's healthy competition.
It
Like,
really is, bro. It really is. I don't think people understand. A lot of the people that you see that we call legends now, they were all competing. You know, Dre was making stuff, but he was competing. I'm looking at Dre like, damn, okay, I got to go in there and compete. You know, all
mm-hmm,
of these producers back in there because we didn't have social media. We just had
mm-hmm.
records. We had records that we was putting out that was generating buzzes. We were selling, man, independently. We were selling like 200,000
Oh
out
yeah,
the
yeah,
trunk,
out the trunk, out
out
the
the trunk.
trunk.
You know what I'm saying? That's why our era, we got some great deals because you know we had leverage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
We was creating our own leverage. You
mm-hmm.
know, once we got into the point of, oh man, you know, we can get these checks from these companies, we kind of gave up that leverage. We stopped structuring our deals
Mm-hmm.
that gave us because we came in with leverage and now we leave out with really nothing because we kind of forked over everything to the
Yeah.
companies and we lost that independence. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I love the way the game is right now. I love the fact that you got to be independent. I love the fact that
Mm-hmm.
you got to work hard to create people to believe in your music. I think that's the way it should be. I
Yeah.
don't think that we should be spending 250K to buy and bribe people to hear a shitty record every day.
Or programming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know, you bribing the radio to play your record that's not a good record and we just gonna hear it. And of course, it's gonna become a record because programming is that's how we all program in this world. Everything we
Yeah.
hear, if you hear it so much, it becomes your truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Look, you know I'm from Atlanta, so you know I know all about the programming and the payola that they
Yes.
that they do to
Oh
these
yeah.
records. You be like, man, you know damn well this record ass.
Right.
But because we ain't gonna say their names, but them companies,
Yeah.
they got money to serve them like that
Got
or
a
what
lot of
have
money.
you, and it's just programmed. They're gonna play it over and over and over and over and over. Then you know you got your what they call it, the coalition DJs, where you can just skin them off, and then they play. I mean, look, I don't. You get it how you live. I don't knock nobody hustle. You know that's how you make your bread. How you make your bread.
But
But you know what I'm saying. You know how that go. Like,
bro, you know, the reality for me is when I was talking to one of the program directors at a station, and the reality hit me because you know I've always been a street artist, right? Where'd you go, King? Uh oh. We might have lost him. We might have lost him. King, if you can hit me, man, go back and hit the link that I sent you, and hopefully it'll bring you back. Can you hear me? King, can you hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, there you go. You back. Something happened.
Yeah, somebody had called. I had this phone on Do Not Disturb, but somebody came through.
Oh, okay.
I'm texting them now on my other phone. I should have used this phone instead, but it's all
It's
good.
all good. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So once I was talking to the program director, and the first thing they said is like, bro, we don't care about your records being played on this station. And I said, hold up. They weren't necessarily saying my records. They were just saying
Oh,
records in
yeah, in
general.
general. Yeah.
And I said, well, what do you mean by Rainmaker? Thank you, man, for the super chat, bro. Thank you, sir. What's up, Ski Vicky family? Happy to be here, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here, bro. Salute to you too, Rainmaker. Um, he said, we don't make no money off of playing y'all records, which
Mm-hmm.
they do, you know what I'm saying? But they big money comes off of advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to really process this. Now, this was years ago before I really knew how the whole radio system worked. And I said, that makes total sense. They play records just to distract you, just to get the advertisement dollars. Because if you build this big audience, now these big corporate juggernauts need the advertisement because you got a big audience and they pay the top dollars to compensate for for just that whole
Mm-hmm.
playlist. You dig what I'm saying? So that's where the
Mm-hmm.
big money at. It's no different than YouTube. You know, they don't care
Mm-hmm.
about your content; they care about the
Mm-hmm.
advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start processing the industry and how this is, you start understanding I'm just a big pawn
Yep.
in a bigger game. And when you
Mm-hmm.
don't understand those things, you think YouTube love you, think because you post on YouTube that's benefiting you. Not really. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it could be if you play it right.
Yeah.
If you strategically play the game right, it can work for you. But
Mm-hmm.
people make YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, they make that their god. It's like, no, bro, it's just a platform. And if you don't
Platform.
understand how to use it, it will use you to the
Yeah.
point where you will never profit because you don't understand the game they're playing with you. It's a
Mm-hmm.
disgrace that you can have me, I got about 50,000 followers on IG, but won't even reach half of them because of the algorithm.
Oh man, I do you one dirty. Instagram dirty as hell. You know, if you put like I could randomly put some bullshit. Just me going to the mall, taking a picture in the shoe store. I get 300 views in my story. Let me post a video of me making a beat and put the link in there. It'll be like 10 people. And
That's
I'd be
sad.
like, dog,
That's sad.
my random foolishness gets three and better, but put some real stuff on there. What you
Yeah,
get?
yeah,
Oh, they shadow ban that shit like it ain't shit.
yeah,
They
yeah.
shut that shit down.
Because the whole objective is we're not here to make you big. We're here
Mm-hmm.
for you to stay on here and keep them distracted in content while we make this money off these ads, off of this promotion, off of all these other things. So they selling you thinking that this is a platform for you, but it's not really a platform for you. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't understand the game that's being played. That's why I tell all my followers, everybody that's on here right now, that's paying attention, that's watching, y'all hit the like button. I'm asking y'all to go follow my brother King, follow his page, like his page, go to his website. If you got a website, tell me your website. Go to
Yeah.
my website, easki.com, e-a-ski. Subscribe because
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason why we were able. I did a Zoom thing about 2 weeks ago. We did a
Mm-hmm.
Zoom. It was off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, it was away from YouTube, it was away from all of that, and it was a gang of people on the Zoom. And man, we all talked, and I was able to see people face to face.
Mm-hmm.
All the people that you hear the names, I'm seeing face to face. Man, the
Mm-hmm.
interaction was so dope.
Mm-hmm.
It allowed people to understand that's our own brand now, away
Yeah.
from this. Yeah, we use this brand, but we take it and we build away from this. Now,
Yeah.
if this shut down today or tomorrow, I can still get in contact with A Major. I can still get in contact with Gorilla Mad Beats or Melvin McCline, or you know what I'm saying,
Mm.
or Chris AK. I can get in contact, but you
Yeah.
gotta subscribe because I don't have nobody. It's 17,000 subscribers and I don't have one person's email from YouTube. I don't
Mhm.
know. YouTube got the emails, but I don't.
Mhm.
So I
And,
can't
and and the other kill is you don't even know all the people that subscribe to you.
at all.
You can't even see it.
At
You,
all.
you can't even see it. But I remember you told me a while back, you was like, hey, funnel that to your website. So that's what I've been trying to do. Cause you like you say, just talking. You was like, man, what if that shit go out one day?
And it
I
did.
was like, oh shit, I'd be fucked.
It did. I mean, remember that one day it went out,
Oh yeah,
stuff
yeah, yeah.
went
That
out.
one day it shut down,
It,
everybody was in the
they
frenzy.
shut down and everybody, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You would thought that the Bay Bridge collapsed. I'm like, man, what is they oh my God about?
Mm-hmm.
This went down. I said, really?
Mm-hmm.
All I say, hey Vic, hit him with an email blast.
Yeah.
Hey Vic, hit him with an email blast.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody can be still engaged. This
Yeah.
is business 101. But people want to sit up here and they making these, and like I said again, we can't make these platforms our God because they're
Yeah.
not in the best. Like I said, it looks like and it appears like it's for us, and it can be based upon your mindset. But the
Mm-hmm.
way they designed them is not for us. They're
Yeah,
not
no.
really for us. It's to keep traffic going and keep people being on here for hours and hours and hours doing nothing, reaching
Mm-hmm.
nobody. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they don't want the algorithm. Because when it first started, when the algorithm first kicked in, and you'll probably remember this, anybody that was following you, everybody saw it.
Yeah.
That's what was so dope when it first started.
When I first
If if you had 5,000 people and you post something, all your friends would see it.
yep.
Everybody, you were like, we thought,
Yep.
oh, this is a game changer.
Yep.
This is a game changer.
Yep.
Them companies are like, oh hell no,
Yeah.
nah, we
Yeah.
can't let them do that.
Yeah.
Because the whole key to corporate infrastructures is we can't let you get bigger than our brand itself. And this is what radio stations will tell you. That's why you would think, oh, you're a local artist. You would think that they will focus on local artists. Their attitude is like, nah, we can't let you get bigger than the brand because if we're
Mm-hmm.
Clear Channel and you're King, and King is bigger than Clear Channel, then King can dictate if people should come to Clear Channel or not.
Yeah.
Because if they want to be on some politics stuff and you're bigger than them, then you can actually shut their movement
Shut
down.
that shit. Yeah.
So they will never empower you to be in that position. That's why it don't work on, oh, you're the local artist. They don't care if you're local or not. They'll
Mm-hmm.
play somebody from Japan before
Yep.
they play somebody in their own local town
Oh
because
yeah.
they can't allow you to become bigger than the brand itself.
Yep.
You know, that's
Yep.
just business 101, bro.
Yep.
You know,
You right. Cause I
you
never
know.
forget when I first got on. I'm talking about just random out of nowhere. I could post a video on a Sunday, man, by that next, and it ain't even have to be that much content like the way they got you making a lot of content. Man, I could post
Right.
a video on a Sunday by that next Sunday, I had like 9, 10,000 views. And but when they changed that algorithm,
Killed
that shit
everybody.
went from sugar to shit
Man,
real real quick.
wow. KLC, shout out to the legend. KLC, the
Oh, that's
drum major.
hard.
Shout out to my brother, man. What's
That's
up,
hard.
K? What's good? Another man, brother that's in there getting it in, man. What up with it,
Yep.
bro? Love you, bro. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
you're absolutely right. So, but like I said again, they changed that on purpose because why would they give you the platform so you can reach everybody like that?
For free.
For free.
For free.
For free.
For free.
For free.
For
So
free.
once you understand, that's why you got people up here like, man, I work on content every day. I work. I said, yeah, because you doing it for likes and views. You're not doing it with a purpose, man. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I tell people, I'm not. Would it be great to have like I don't get a gang of comments. I don't get a gang of what I'm saying like views like that. But the purpose is bigger than that. And
Yeah.
that's what, and you know what I mean? So, would it be great to have all these views and comments and all that? Yeah, but at the end of the day, that ain't what I push for. I push for the message and the purpose.
Shit. Well, I tell you this, you got a community. Cause when I be in live and where is it? Oh, I done moved it. But when I be in live and I be putting the cassette tape up and talking about shit, folk know who you is. So
Yeah,
don't
yes,
get
sir.
it, don't get it twisted. You talk
Yeah, for
about you
sure.
ain't got a lot of likes, they be like, oh nah, OG certified. He know what he know what he talking about. Like,
Right.
I don't even have to say too much of nothing. Like they niggas know.
No, I
Nigga.
mean, but the point that I'm making, King, is that you're absolutely right. But they know because it's organic. It's
Yeah.
not that it's an organic movement. It's not a movement based upon I'm just trying to flood content, flood content, flood
Mhm.
content, flood. You know, like I don't believe in that. I'll just do lives. I barely ever post content unless it's something that I'm, like my SP 1200. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? SE. I post content. I'll do content every so often, but I didn't come here to be a content creator. I came here to give purpose and to really spark people's mind and to get them to really hear what they need to do to better their
Mhm.
production and to better their mindset and their spirit on how they go doing what they need to do with their music. Thanks,
Mhm.
Ski, for another great chat with Good Morning. Thank you, son. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you, man.
But
So,
I'm telling you, all I be doing, I do this right here. I do this. They
hey,
be knowing.
hey, let me tell you, and we can talk about that too. The whole Warren G thing. I was like, now listen, I hadn't talked to Warren G and since like about probably like 2012. So that's about
Mm.
what 11 years,
Yeah,
11,
11,
12
12
years, about
years.
12 years, right? And that's my
Mm-hmm.
dog. Warren's my
Mm-hmm.
dog. You know what I'm saying? But we get busy. We do, we all handling
Life is
business.
life.
Life is life. We do it, but that's still my dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a DM, Ski, what up, bro? Blah blah blah. I ain't talked to you in 12 years. I gotta get
Mm-hmm.
them drums. I'm like, huh? I'm like, man, now I know I ain't talked to you in 12 years. I don't even know how you even know about these drums.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my guy. I
Mm-hmm.
hit him back. He like, bro, man, I gotta get them drums, man. I was watching King. I said, hold up. You was watching my homie King? Georgia Music? He said, man, that nigga so dope. Man, I love King. Man, dude, he was, man, I'm telling you, if you would
Yeah.
have heard the conversation, man, it make your heart feel good to know somebody like
Yeah,
Warren
yeah,
G,
yeah.
man. He put you like he got you like this, bro. Like he was a
Dang.
fan, a
Dang.
fan of what you're doing. Like I'm a fan of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You
Oh,
know,
that's
and
humbling, man.
I'm just being
That,
honest, bro.
that's
You
humbling.
doing great. You doing great work over there, man. You got to give
Yeah.
people their flowers. When people over there working, they got passion, and
Yeah.
that's a prime example of people seeing you and you don't even know they seeing you. You got a
Mm-hmm.
legend, Warren G,
Yeah.
looking at you,
Yeah.
loving you, and inspired, and came to his homie that he been knowing, and
Mm-hmm.
learned about the drums through you instead of calling me.
Yeah.
Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
That's yeah.
That's
Yeah, man.
think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. So I'm
Yeah.
saying, oh, you learned about these drums through King? I said, that's my guy. I said,
Mm-hmm.
that's my guy. He dope. And we started talking about you. And so what did I
Mm-hmm.
do? I said, man, let's stop talking. Let's all get on the phone and talk then. And we
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
three-way, right?
Yeah.
We build a relationship. If he
Yeah.
know about you and I know Warren and he don't know, then we gonna all connect. What did Warren
Yeah.
tell you? I'm about to come to ATL. I'm gonna hook up with you. Am I right? He probably got a call. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Adam, what's up with you, Adam? Thank you for the super chat, Ad. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Can can
Yeah, I
you
can hear
hear
you
me?
now.
Okay, yeah, nah. He cool. And I hit him. He supposed to be coming. He supposed to be coming down. He told me he gonna hit me when he come down or whatever. We gonna try to lock in or
But
what
ain't
have
that
you.
how you
That's
supposed to do it?
yeah,
If I know he didn't know you,
yeah,
he just knew of seeing you, but I knew you. I said, well, we're
yeah,
gonna get on the phone, we're gonna make this happen. And
yeah,
now stuff is rolling. Now other situations is rolling because that's the way you go
yeah,
about building relationships. People be out here being mean-spirited and evil and saying the most ridiculous stuff they can say, and they're just
mhm,
burning bridges from them having blessings.
yeah,
Your blessings is not going to be because you're not in it to build relationships. You're just on here to vent. You got trauma. You just a lot of the soul man, a lot of these cats is on here, bro, because they just need therapy, man. They don't want to go to a
he,
psychiatrist, so they
he
just get
said
on
they
here.
got trouble.
They got bro. How many people you see that come on these internet, man, and they just this is just a way for them to vent
They
because
yeah they mentally fucked up from the dough from the dough
yeah,
from the dough
yeah.
from the dough.
But
Somebody
I'm just
what I
I'm
say?
just
Somebody pissed in their Cheerios this morning and now they finna go on they
Yeah,
rant.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
man.
half these cats don't understand. you could be talking to somebody that could change your life, that could do some stuff that could take you and put you in a whole another game, and you up
Yeah.
here playing around. You up here playing around. You're not using your platform correctly, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's unfortunate. But yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
it made me happy, man, to get y'all on
Nah,
the phone and make that, man. That was
that
so
was
dope. That was
that
just
was
dope.
that was dope, man.
That
But
was
it just
dope.
go to show, like my parents always tell me, just put your best foot forward and just do all you can do, and then God gonna take care of the rest. You just do right by people and just work hard, man. And
But
you
look, but
just
check this out though. Let me show you how dope, even more dope it is. You didn't even know Warren was following you.
I didn't.
You didn't even know that he was knew anything about you,
Nope.
right?
Mm-mm.
But that goes back to the conversation we had in the beginning. You're not on here trying to spam Warren either. Hey, Warren, check me out. Come to my page. You're
Yeah,
just
nah.
doing you, and people are naturally hearing about you and grab. This is the way
Mm-hmm.
when you're making great music. This is why I tell people when you're making great people, they gonna great music. They gonna come find you, bro. Never in my career had I had to go to people and say, "Hey man, come check my track out. Come check this out." People like, "Hey man, bro, I heard that track, bro. Man, hey, and that's how I got to be a producer. I
Mm-hmm.
was rapping and producing my own stuff. So I only got into producing because I was tired of rapping over other stuff. So I started just producing my own music because I didn't have no producers like that back then.
Mm-hmm.
And the production got so good that labels was like, "Hey, that's dope. Would you wind up doing some music for me?" I'm like, "No, no,
Mm-hmm.
this for me."
Mm-hmm.
I never dreamed of making music for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Until they said, "Hey, we'll cut you a check for XX amount." And I said, "Hold on. You gonna cut me a check for my music?" Because like I said, so a lot of artists got a lot of my music, my own personal music records I was working
Mm-hmm.
on for my album.
Mm-hmm.
But see how God worked? God was like, "Listen, that's why I put you in the position to produce and get your own music for yourself so I can open up other avenues. Sometimes the avenue that you want,
Mm-hmm.
it's there, but he might take you through this route to get back
Mm-hmm.
to that route."
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's always God's plan. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell you, I'd be lying to you to tell you I was just coming out and I just want to produce people. I didn't want to trying to produce nobody
Mm-hmm.
at all. I just really want to produce me.
Mm-hmm.
But God took that, and I'm so glad I was humble to do it. Because at first I rejected it. I was like, "No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, no. I can't give nobody my music. I've been working hard on my music for me."
Mm-hmm.
But and I'm not gonna say it was a money thing. It was a money thing, but it wasn't a money thing. It was a
Mm-hmm.
money thing because the money they offered allowed me to go get better equipment.
Yeah, 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 most definitely.
It wasn't like, "Oh, I take the money. Okay, let me go buy what I want to go buy." No, I took that money and I reinvested into my career.
Career, yeah.
So that was the reason why it made sense for me to just open up and produce stuff because I'm like, man, I could go back. That's how I got my SB 1200. That's how I got my EPS 16 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I didn't, that opportunity allowed open up bigger doors
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
as a producer. So I just tell people, man, but I never was ever just to listen to stuff. People find your music and they like, man, that's dope, bro. That's that's
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. And that's what's going on with you, bro. You're making
Mm-hmm.
great music. You over there creating. You really showing people chords and progress. Like people don't see that.
Yeah,
They, bro.
yeah,
I'm just being honest with you. People don't see that. Not
yeah.
with urban black music. You
Mm-hmm.
don't see that. You just see people dragging and dropping and snotting and sneezing, and you're like, man,
Yeah,
we want to see some music, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's cool. You can do this and that, but to hear chords and progressions and change ups and bridges,
Mm-hmm.
where do you see that at? Just tell me a page where I can go so I can look at it.
Man, especially none, none,
I don't see
none,
none.
none.
I mean, if you can name one, I'll go subscribe to them right now.
I can't tell you.
That's
I
why when I seen your page, I'm like, hold up. He got change up, he got chord progression, he got this, he got the orchestra. I'm like, what? I ain't never seen nothing like that.
yeah, nah.
I don't see nothing like I'm not bro, I'm not doing this for camera. This is my
Oh
real
no, 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 no,
reaction.
no, 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 no,
This
no,
is
no.
my real reaction. I don't
Mm-hmm.
see that. I love
Mm-hmm.
music. I love samples. I love boom bap. I love some of the trap. I'm a little burnt out on it because there's so much of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
It's
I love
overload,
some of the
overload.
trap. There's some trap stuff I like. But when you hear cats really showing you musicality and showing you there's way more to just this music, knowing the theory and knowing how to put it, man, that's
Yeah.
I just don't I don't see that. I really
No,
don't.
no, you don't. You don't.
I mean, and like I said, if I'm tripping, tell me I'm tripping, or guide me to a page where I can see it.
No,
I don't really don't see that often, man. I
yeah.
mean, there's probably some out there I just don't know, but like I said, especially music that I want to hear too, like the
Mm-hmm.
sound of it. The sound of the music I want to hear. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I just tell you, man, I salute you, man, for what you're doing and everything you're doing to inspire, the culture, man. And I tell anybody that's on here, man, follow my brother, man. He's definitely in there
Appreciate
making
that,
some great
man.
music. He's definitely showing you some great theory for people that want to know theory. I know there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that just still want to do it the way they want to do it. That's cool. But if
Mm-hmm.
you really want to get into, really getting a little bit more advanced,
Mm-hmm.
I tell them they need to watch you and learn some stuff because that's going to make your music go to a whole nother level. It's like rapping. It's like you got people like that cat in the hat found the bat. The bat went up the tree. Flee. You know? I mean, you got them type of rappers, and then you got some rappers that start putting them words together. You be like,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
hey, hey, hold up, this a little bit advanced right here.
Yeah.
And I know everybody wants to be somewhat advanced, but it takes work and self
Work,
discipline to become advanced.
work.
A lot of people don't think they can do a lot of stuff because they just don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
It you can if you put in the work, you could be anybody you want to be. It's just people are lazy and complacent and they just sit up there and they just stay in that comfort zone. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, being comfortable is the reason why the culture is crashing now. It's
Mm-hmm.
crashing because
Mm-hmm.
there's nobody that wants to step it up. It's okay to do little stuff, but man, at some point in time, you're like, man, I really do want to be like, how Kendrick is putting his words together. You see
Yeah.
how Kendrick is putting the words together, putting the double entendres. You're like, man, a lot of people don't think they can do that.
Yeah.
No, you can't because you don't want to practice. You
Yeah.
don't want to put in the work. You don't want to study the art. There's an art
Yeah.
to music. There's an art to everything you do. There's an art to even making music. Like, even if you make music, there's an art to even stacking and knowing how to put stuff under stuff and tuck it down a little bit low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
it gives it an under texture. Yeah, you're hearing that
Yeah.
main bass part, but I got a live bass that's
Tucked
probably
right up on.
tucked
Yeah.
really under there that's
Mm-hmm.
giving it a whole nother like harmonic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
thinking it's just this one bass. That's why I tell people it doesn't matter if a person see what you're doing. They never gonna really know how to do it if they don't understand the theory of the mind of what
Yep.
that person know in their mind. You
Yep.
know? People ask me all the time, man, Ski, how'd you get that bass to sound like that? And you think, oh, okay, he played the move. Yeah, I did. But
Mm-hmm.
I used maybe a little bit of that Prophet 6 too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
There's so many variables to making music, bro. And people think that you just got to be stuck in that one dimension. There's so many dimensions to making great music, man. And I just tell people if you don't challenge yourself, you'll find yourself just kind of on that treadmill running. And by the time you get off the treadmill, you're still in the ATL. I mean, you're in rent. Listen, imagine that, King. You're on the treadmill.
Running.
And you got it on 10.0, and you just burning, your chest is burning, and you running, and you get up,
Mm-hmm.
you open your eyes, and you still in ATL. You done ran 6,000 miles. Can
Hell
you
no.
imagine that?
Hell
Running
no.
6,000 miles to still be in the same place?
Yeah.
That's
No.
what people are doing every day.
No. And
Every day.
like you
Every day.
said, man, just hard work. Like I say, like I probably started probably like 10 days ago. Well, I've been doing like tour day outside of like making music for clients and shit like that. Like tour days where I get up in the morning, go on live, play, and then in the evening or whatever. Cause like with me, the way my brain work is, I make better music the more music I make. Because like the more I practice, the more I'm playing chords, the more I'm doing stuff, the next day I might be like, oh, you know what? I use them chords, but let me voice it a different way. I'm hearing stuff like my ears open. Like I mean, I like sports, so I look at everything like sports. Like what they say, the more jump shots you put up, the more fluid it get. Like the
That's
more
facts.
ideas and the
That's
more
facts.
music I'm around, like
That's
that
facts.
really get me to the crazy ideas. But like I just been grinding out. Like I said, shit for the
One of
next
the
month.
homies on here named Tom, he said Prince would use 4 bass sounds for one song. That's facts.
That's facts.
That's facts.
That's
That's a
facts.
good call, Tom. I don't know how to say the last name, but Tom, that's a good. That's absolutely correct. Prince will
Yeah.
use 4 bass sounds for one song, and you're wondering, okay, well, he played this one bass on stage, so it's just that bass. No,
Nah.
no, it's not.
Nah.
No,
Nah.
it's not. You see how
Right.
people be trying to get them Dre pianos, bloom, bloom, bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't understand how much stuff is stacked under that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, you're playing it, but it don't have that chemistry and that texture.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's lacking. You heard a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
people try to play that type of bloom.
Yeah.
They might
Nah.
not
Nah.
play it like
Nah.
that, but they be like bloom, bloom, bloom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It'll be just as flat.
nah.
Like,
We'll,
nah,
we'll,
dude,
we'll,
that ain't
we'll
that.
yeah, we'll pass on your blooms. We don't want to hear your blooms. We'll
Yeah.
stick to the ones
Nah.
we like. You know what I
Nah.
mean? It's
Nah.
like it's this theory, man, and understanding how to give your music depth and character, and it just comes with practice. Like you say, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of this stuff we we discovered it by accident, just by
Yeah.
messing around and practicing for so long. Like, hey man, that kind of sound. Hey, hold on, let me leave that in there. Hey, that
Mm-hmm.
kind of sound dope, and we just
Mm-hmm.
kind of roll with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
real
Nah.
talk.
But like the more I just tell folk, man, just be a music junkie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a music junkie. Like outside of music, I watch sports, but music, that's what I do. That's what I do. Like when you live in it and you around it and you just practice it, man. That's the only way you're gonna get better.
Right,
Like you say, like you gotta pick and choose what you want to do. You
right,
know what I'm saying? Like if you
right,
want to do music, like I live and breathe this shit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it ain't nothing else I can do. You know what
right.
I'm saying? That hold my attention and got my passion. So like I just dive in that shit, man. I listen to music all day long, literally. Like even when my mom comes to visit me, she be like, "Turn that stuff down." I'm like, "Nah, man. I'm
Right,
locked in. Like
right, right, right,
I'm
right,
listening for something. I'm trying to spark an idea. I'm trying to stay on the wave. Like and even when I was younger, like when I was in school, like in order for me to do my work, I used to have Beats by Dre headphones on in class, and my teachers be like, "Just leave him alone. He gonna shut up. He gonna do it work." And every now and then, I might start outbreak and start rapping the songs or whatever,
right,
and they
right.
might throw something at me. But like everybody knew, like, nah, he immersed in music. Like
Right,
that's really what he do. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
No, and that's the
nah.
same. Like for me, man, I'm constantly in my head. Like, and it's crazy for me because it's double fold because I'm thinking of music, but then I'm thinking of bars too. So
Yeah.
I might be in that music mode, but then I'll switch, and then I'm just in bar mode. I'm putting bars
Mm-hmm.
because I don't write on paper. So
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
got
yeah.
bars. I got bars that I got going in my head. I'm like, this go together. Okay. And now I'm trying to conform this whole, rhyme. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm always in a creative mode musically. Even when
Mm-hmm.
I could go to a movie theater. I could go to, I went to my daughter's graduation. I'm sitting there watching the graduation, like, man, my daughter's getting it. Yeah, these bars go like this. And that's where my mind go. I'm
Yeah,
loving my daughter graduation. My mind's thinking about
yeah.
music stuff at the same time,
Yeah, because
and
all we need is an inch. If we get an inch of creativity, we gonna take it a whole mile.
yes, sir,
You
yes,
know
sir,
what I'm saying?
and
And
and,
like you
and
say, like you be like, man, I can't even enjoy life because a conversation, a random thought, like you might just see something and it's like, oh shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep,
Like it's
yep.
like, bro, I just want to live a normal life, but it don't work like that.
Right.
Like,
And the average person, if you're not with the average person in your life, whether it's your woman or your homeboy or whoever you with, and they don't understand that, it's gonna be hard for them to process that
mm-hmm.
because we're artistic. We're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
artistic. I'm very artsy. I can see something, I can hear something. I'm like, ooh, that's dope. it's just the way my mind operates. I'm always in
Mm-hmm.
that artistic mode. So you got to find a partner or a friendship or a homie or whoever that you have that common thing, because they
Mm-hmm.
can almost think you crazy sometimes. You know
Yeah,
what I
nah,
mean? They can
facts.
come off like, man, this nigga's crazy. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, nah, trust me. I've heard they be like, "Oh, nigga,
Hmm.
you weird." Nah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't weird. I
yeah,
just,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
I'm different. Yeah.
yeah, man. We just love what we do. So speaking of love what we do, why we really came on here, man, is I got a gang of people yesterday on my live talking about, man, King blew his speakers out. And I'm like, come on, man, y'all play too many games, man. Like, man, if y'all don't want me to be on the live no more, just say you don't want me on the live. Don't sit up there lying, like, yeah, because I was like, I'm thinking Cass is trying to be funny. I'm like, man,
Mm-hmm.
that man ain't blew his speakers out on my drums. I know I got some great, powerful drums, but you ain't gotta gas me up like that. I'm like,
Man.
come on, man. You text me, man. I blew my speakers out. I said, what? I said, hold up. I thought they were playing. I thought Cass was joking. I
Mm-mm.
thought that was a joke. I was like, you
Mm-mm.
blew your speakers out,
Mm-mm.
bro.
Nope.
I lost
Nope.
my mind when I heard that. I said, are you serious,
No.
bro?
I was on I was on live and I was cooking and like I said, I got some PAs. My lazy self just ain't plugged them up. And you know how like you working, and I just keep turning the knob up. But you be getting into that feeling, that groove, or what have
Right,
you. And then all right, so and I'm in the computer. That's the crazy part. Like
right.
I wasn't even on analog mode. I was just in reason,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm cooking or whatever, and then like you had got me to plug with the Artura stuff, so
Yeah.
I got the what is it, the Mini V, killing the bass. I bring the drums in, I'm boom boom boom, they knocking, and then you can hear boom boom, and then I was like, oh shit. Then as I stopped, and I was like, I think I blew my speaker. But I'm like, maybe it's just like a little faulty cable and shit got hot
Right,
or some shit
right.
like that. And then I hear the crackling. I'm like, man, these fucking drums don't blew my speaker. And the crazy part about it is, even when I did the drop, when I had the cassette and I was like this, I was like, bro, y'all turn your mixer down,
That
turn your
hey,
speaker down.
that's what Vicky said that. Vicky said, nah, because we both, after we got off the live, Vicky said, man, he ain't blew his speakers, man. Yeah, he already did a thing giving a disclaimer about turn your speakers down. So
I didn't
that's
take my
that's
own
another.
advice. I didn't take my own advice. I did not take my own advice. And I ain't even gonna
Bro.
hold you. I thought I would have blew it with the ASR because I told you, man, you
That
got an
boost?
808 that I put in there. It's like a short little punchy 808.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when I turn that boost on, I'd be like, I have to go turn the faders down. So I would think that I would bump it with the ASR. Man, I did that with the computer. And like A Major them, they was on live, like they'd tell you, I was like,
Wow.
I done messed up my speakers.
Man, I can't even lie, bro. I just thought Cass was being funny. I was like,
No.
come on, man. Ain't no way he blew his speakers. No way, man. When you hit me and told me that, I said, what?
And
Hey,
I'm talking about I didn't stack no kick with no other kick. It was a single kick, and you got like a stick, a
oh, like
reverb type
that.
stick on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Man, just a simple boom cap. That shit said walk, walk. I was like, man.
Woo,
And then
man.
look, I'm looking at the time of the week. I'm like, shit, it's like a Thursday. It's the holiday. I'm like, it's gonna be a whole week before I get this motherfucker repaired. I'm like,
And I
pitiful.
wasn't even trying to laugh. I'm like, damn. But I knew what you was talking about, bro, because and a lot of people don't understand, and they still got headroom. That's what's so crazy. Even though they knock like that, it still got headroom for the mix. It's the
Mm-hmm.
saturation. The saturation of the drums gives
Mm-hmm.
it that loudness and that bigness, and that
Mm-hmm.
thickness. And this is why they great drums, man. So anybody that wants some drums that really, really, man, go
Oh, they
get
gonna
these
punch through the
drums.
mix, all right. What you got? Want to say cut through the mix? They gonna cut through the speaker, the tweeter, all of that, man. So make sure you got an extra pair of speakers by you when you do this. because yeah, or some speakers you don't care about because
Right. I'm gonna
they
tell you. I'm gonna
they
tell you,
bang.
man. I'm gonna tell you what my speakers, what I do, because one time I had, like, I got my Genelex. My Genelex got a light that'll come on, like
Mm-hmm.
an overload light.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you don't be thinking about it. I'm going through kicks. Man, I hit one kick, that thing went boom, the light red came on. I said, oh my, I turned that thing down. I said, hold
Yeah.
up. What I'm gonna do with my drums, I'm just gonna put them on the PA.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
make my stuff on the big PA speakers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Now you got to.
Yeah.
You
So then that
got to.
way, if they hit like that, the PA gonna hold it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's gonna hold it, and then when I mix it, I'll bring it back to the monitors.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? DeWitt, what's
Mm.
up with it, DeWitt? Man, shout
Man,
out to King, man. Somebody shout out to King. They laughing, they showing you love, brother.
I appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man. Yeah,
Cause I
but
used to have some JBLs. I had some JBLs as a PAs, but they had that protection thing on it too. Like when they get loud or
yeah,
whatever, it'll cut it or
yeah,
duck it, like
yeah, yep,
or
yep,
what
yep.
have you. But
Yeah,
I
but
don't think those speakers match your
that's when you
drums
start
yet.
getting into those advanced type speakers. I mean, that's when you gotta spend some money. You know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
You know
But
what I
yeah,
mean? A lot of people think they could just get any old speakers, man. But when you start getting into high end stuff and high end sound, like even myself, I was telling you before we got on here. I'm going to get another monitor, speaker monitor controller,
mm-hmm,
because all monitor controllers are not the same. Some of
mm-hmm,
these monitor controllers, when you mix in and you hit the limiter, you'll hear some digital distortion. You know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Coming from there. So you want to get a monitor controller that is transparent, that don't have that. That's when you get into more of the big boy type monitor controllers. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So everything serves its purpose. You got stuff that's entry level, premium, and then you got the big boy
Big
stuff.
boy, big
And
boy.
as you start getting better equipment and higher end equipment, you're gonna have to start getting higher end other stuff, interfaces,
Mm-hmm,
speaker monitors. It
mm-hmm,
can turn into a black hole, but it's gonna be
mm-hmm,
worth it in the long run, because you're gonna be in balance and sync with it. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? But
mm-hmm.
but yeah, man, dude, when you told me that, man, that's exactly the reason why when I work on the beat, I just play it on the PA. I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
I ain't playing on the monitors, bro.
man, you
Unless,
got.
like I said, unless I'm just turning everything down, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I play them on the PA and just let them hit hard, you
Yeah,
know?
nah, you gotta have a disclaimer like shit. Speakers beware, or these speakers ain't seen these
Right.
drums ain't seen these
Now,
speakers.
see,
Like,
now you making me think of an idea for the next drums, like beware of speakers. The
man,
beware
listen,
speaker drums.
and like I told you, I ain't do no tweaks. I ain't stack, man. Like,
Right.
just kick and stick, man. With that bass, I said. I was looking like this. I was like, and you can add folks online. I was like, bro, I think I just popped my speakers. And then I'm playing, because you know when you pop because you start hearing that
You
fuzz.
hear
I'm
that little
like,
that you hear that boom, that little
yeah.
boom.
I'm
Like
like,
once you hear that, you like, and I was mad. I was kind of mad. I said, I mean, I was out. You know how you be that undercover hater. I was like, man, damn. I was feeling for you until you said, oh, well, my speaker dude is up the street. I said, man, I don't feel bad for you. I said, man, my speaker person all the way in Boston.
oh,
If
no,
my
no.
speaker go bad, I got to go all the way to Boston to get mine. So I said, you up down the street? I said,
Oh,
come
yeah, no.
on.
I just look, all I got to do is just disconnect, put it in the truck, and just drive down the street like 4 minutes.
Man, I don't feel bad for you now. I said, man, you can just go up the street. My speakers go out, man. I gotta wait 2 weeks,
Oh,
send it
yeah,
all
no,
the way,
no.
pack it up.
No,
The
no.
shipping costs, go all the way to Boston, wait for it, come all the way. I said, oh,
And look, it's funny. It's funny how things work because I supposed to have went back so he could fix my SCSI drive on the MP because sometimes with that SCSI you gotta like make sure it's like in there it's been acting funny or what have you. So I
yeah.
supposed to been took him the MP up there. So he gonna love to see me Tuesday. I gotta take him the MP and that speaker.
Oh,
He
he gonna have a smile on his
he gonna be
face.
rubbing his hands like Birdman when he see me walk in the door.
Hey, the homie Two Papa say, yo, ask King, he has to clip that video for real, for real. The video, I guess, of it blowing out. He said you got to
Oh
clip a
yeah,
piece
yeah,
of that.
yeah. I clip it up.
Man, that's funny, man.
Man.
So, now, speaking of drums, let me just say this real quick. Anybody that's trying to get the acoustic drums with the 2024 drums. It's only 80 of these left. We had 300, so it's good getting low. So get it before June 1st, before next Friday. So half off on all of the drums, y'all. I'm telling you, so half off on this. So it's only 80 of these left now. So I'm
Man,
just letting anybody know these are limited edition. But
well,
the
I would
other
say,
drums is on the site, and you can go get them. Go ahead, King. What you say?
nah, but for like the last, I say like 2 weeks or whatever on live, I've been doing this. I've been cooking up with this
Hey,
the,
you
the
told him
whole live.
you like them SP 1200 drums, right?
Mhm.
What is it that you like about the SP 1200? I've been telling people, like, people say, "Oh man, this is expensive and this and that." 700 drums on here, man. It's like,
Man, with I say like even like with the whole kit in general, like I don't have to do no tweaking. You know, like with some kits, you gotta like play with the pitches for certain things. Like you might have to stack kicks on top of kicks, stack snares on top of snares. Like
yeah, I know. Trust me.
I like it. Well, all I gotta do literally is just click, define what sound I like, and they ready to go. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Like
right,
the
right.
snares, they crispy. Even like them drum loops or whatever, like the
Yeah,
breaks you got in there. I
yeah.
put one in the ASR and I just, played with the pitch, slowed it down or what have you. Like, I just like that. It's ready to go. I ain't got the, because at the end of the day, I tell folks, I'm not the best drum programmer in the world.
Hmm.
I'm okay. I just understand groove and feeling, but I
Right,
can play my music around it. And like just being able to have sounds that's like, they just ready. I could just go on and throw them in my production and just lay my drum idea and keep it moving. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right,
just
right.
just the simplicity of it, and then the sounds, they sound fucking good. You
Man,
know what I'm
thank you,
saying?
bro. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
And and then like, cause like yesterday when I was on live, like I was making a beat and like I was like I used some of the stuff from the acoustic, like I used the tone from the acoustic. I used like some of the hats because the hats like they sound like real, like it gave me
Right, right.
that
Gave you that
real
real
pocket
live,
feel.
natural. Yes, yes, sir.
But
Yes,
I
sir.
was able to use like the cut through the mix. Like I found an urban kick in there and a snare. Like it's just versatility. Like just having
Yeah,
like a nice mix of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of
yeah,
this, and then like it's a lot of sounds, but it's they like straight to the point. Like I know what folders to go to when I need certain things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that. So like, and then them
yeah,
SP 1200 joints, they just sound crunchy.
yeah. I
They,
mean, it's crazy, man. The SP 1200 is some unique drums because unlike the other drums, you can process them and do your stuff. But with the SP 1200 drums, not only are they being processed a certain way, but I have to sample them into the SP 1200. So now I'm getting the texture from the converters because the rest of the drums, they don't have to be sampled into a different machine. I'm
mm-hmm,
just building them up and running them through processing them and doing my thing.
mm-hmm,
Those are only drums that I'm processing, and then for you to get them, I have to sample them into the SP 1200. So now you're
mm-hmm.
not only getting the processing of the processing, but now you're getting those converters and that the texture of the from the SP
The SP
1200.
1200.
From now, it's like a whole nother ball game. That's why they
Mm-hmm.
sound so unique. They really
Mm-hmm.
unique to the ear because those are the only ones that has to really go through a drum machine
Mm-hmm.
for you to have those. Because the SP 1200, you can't drag and drop them in there. You got to
Yeah, yeah,
sample
no.
into the machine. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
And I
know.
be tell
So
and I be telling people too, I be like, like I said, like I just been on reason, but I was like, man, when you take them drums and then like you sample them into an MP or you sample them into an ASR, like I tell everybody, like I know it's quick to do the drag and drop if you got a newer machine or whatever, but nah, like sample it in because like for certain things, like I turn the gain all the way up because I want it to be hot when it come in.
yeah,
Like I want that
yeah,
snare to like flip, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's gonna add to the overall tone. You know what I'm saying? So like
yeah.
playing like that, like like just sample them in there because it just that adds more character to the character that you've already, what I'm saying,
For sure, for
established
sure, for
with the
sure.
drums or whatever.
Because that's what I mean, is you're really running it through a color box now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much, and that's what we want, to have your own sound and your own texture.
Hmm.
That's what we use. This is what we want these machines for. We don't want our machines. if everybody had the same machine and we all sound the same, but not everybody got those machines.
Yeah.
Not everybody got a 3000 or 60
Mm-hmm.
or ASR 10 or 16
Mm-hmm.
plus or EPS 16 or MV88. Those, all of these machines give you different color and different texture. And that's what made hip hop so great. Now, all the machines they make today, they all sound the same. The
Yeah.
texture, the converters are the same.
Same.
So you
Yeah.
might as well just stay, you might as well stay in reason. You might as well just stay in your dog. Because
Mm-hmm.
none of these machines is going to give you a texture
Mm-hmm.
that separates you from the norm, if that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. I mean,
Yeah.
you can
No. No.
go
No.
on,
No. No.
you know, you can go do little stuff with saturation, you can change an EQ, stuff like that, but you're still not getting that conversion neither. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what makes it all that real conversion and saturation is everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Cause like I tell you this, like even when I did the cook up with Bolo, and I
Mm,
took the 3,000 over there with him,
yeah.
I was just before we even recorded the video, I was just loading up because I had the floppies on me that day. I was just loading up the floppies, and I was just playing drums, and I was telling him I was like, he even was like, "Oh yeah, the texture's different, the sound is different." I'm like, "Yeah," because like I'm sampling these sounds in here and playing with the gain. Like it's gonna take that one little snap that you got on your computer that sound like quack, but the way I sample it, I'll make it sound like quack. And that I don't have to when you do stuff like that. Like I don't have to stack 4 or 5 snares. Like sometimes I can get away with one.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes I can get away with two. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Like
Yes, sir.
that processing, it take a little longer. But once I already got it, I ain't got to keep going through sounds like, okay,
That's
this is
right.
my go-to pack right here.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Like I've
That's right.
already took my time out to do that. So
That's right.
now once I get into a rhythm, like I said, like now I'm into a rhythm of cooking, all my shit is right here. That's one thing why I like about your sounds.
Right.
I'm in that mode right now. I ain't got time to do sound design.
Right.
I ain't got
Right.
time to look for sounds. Like
Right.
I'm just ready to plug up, play, and make records.
Right.
And with your stuff, it's already right there. You know what I'm saying? I can just
Right.
drop that in and keep
Right.
moving. Drop that in and keep moving.
Right.
Type stuff.
And see, that's the reason why we need your content, because you're 2000% correct. Everything you said is exactly what I try to explain to the audience, man, is that, sound is very important. The way your stuff sound can change your whole life as far as a song. You know, when a
Mm-hmm.
song has a texture to it and you feel it, it it's just totally different than you just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's the difference between a female like, I love you. Yeah, because I got money. And then you
Mm-hmm.
got the ones like, I really love you because you treat her right.
Mm-hmm.
It's two different type of loves, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You feel the one when a person know that when you make them feel right, they really show you that love,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you treat somebody right and they reciprocate it, they show you that love. And then it's just people that love you because you got things you can provide for them. You can do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at music. It's like there's people that's making beats, and then there's people that's making beats.
Yeah.
And I think people don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
There's two different type of ways you can make a beat. Oh, just made a beat, man. Well, I made a beat in 10 seconds. Woo, man, okay, heard that. And there's people like make beats. Man, you hear how that you see, man, how did he make that string sound like that? Oh my God, how you got the drums? Why does the drums sound?
Mm-hmm.
There's two different type of people, man.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear a person make beats, I'm like, oh, he's making beats.
Yeah, no. You could.
No, he's in there really, really not playing,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know? And
Yeah.
I think people think everybody's the same. It's like, no, no. You could
Mm-hmm.
tell instantly when somebody's just doing stuff, and you could tell when somebody's like, no, they're not playing. That
Yeah, no.
it's not a game. If you get in the room with them right now, you're not gonna want to make anything.
Yeah. No, I
Guarantee
but
you.
it.
You all these cats that be talking about they make beats, they make beats, they beats.
Yeah.
You get in the room with cats that really make beats, they'll just
Yeah.
sit there on the side, just be like,
Yeah. Hey, nah, I'll tell you something funny. Yeah. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? The day before yesterday? I was on live and I was cooking. I was in a groove. And Buddy was like, all them loops, you downloaded the pack. I was like, nah, bro, I played all that shit. I
mm-hmm,
played and I took it sound by sound. I was like, this is what I started off with. This was the progression. This was the counter melody. This was the melody, this was the harmony, this was the ear candy, this the little twinkle twinkle or what have you. Like I broke it down. He was like, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah, man. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
we built that thing. You know what I'm saying? Built that thing up.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's a difference. Cause like you said,
Big
like I
difference.
sit and watch folks make music too, or
Yeah.
what have you, and
Yeah.
you could tell,
Bro.
you
It,
could
it
tell.
bro, it's no different than, you can right now, me and you, we can go to an open gym right now and go to, like, let's just say y'all got a 24-hour fitness out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Some of
so
that, yeah,
let's go to me and King. We go in there. We want to play some basketball. We sit in there. We watching a couple of games. You like, oh, he can play.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah, no. He's gonna, if we got to play against him, he's
yeah.
gonna
Nah, he
he's
can
gonna
play.
be a
He
problem.
different.
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Bro, it's not hard to see who's the truth and who's the ones that's playing. That's why when you call people out and you speak the way I speak, it infuriates the ones that have been able to hustle people for so long with their bullshit conversation.
Mhm.
Having a bullshit conversation, having a real conversation is two different things. And when you get
Mhm.
somebody that really can speak and really tell you what's going on, you have to sit back. And now you become the problem
Yeah.
because you have now taken their platform and kind of belittled their platform to a point where it's like, damn, man, you can't be a fake pastor. Put it like that. You just can't be a fake pastor now. Because that's what's been going on. You've been having
Yeah.
a gang of fake pastors preaching blasphemy
Yeah.
to the people.
Yeah.
And the people don't know. They don't know about God. They don't like, well, man, I guess, Jesus is white. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen pictures of him. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, yeah, just because you've seen and been taught that don't mean it's true.
Mhm.
And so who's gonna come and debunk these things that we've been taught for so long? Things
Mhm.
that I've had to learn, go through it. Like the stuff that I tell you, I had to go through it. This ain't
Mhm.
speculation. See, a lot of
Mhm.
cats that get and use their platform, they're just speculating. Well,
Mhm.
I've heard you always hear, "Yeah, well, I heard this person saying her. What did you do?"
Mhm.
That's what I want to know. I don't
Mhm.
want you to talk about what you speculate.
Yeah.
I want to know what you did to come up with your facts of what you're saying
Mhm.
so I can become a believer of what you're talking about because you went through nothing. You're using everybody else's scenario to create a picture and sell it. You're
Mhm.
regurgitating information and then making it your life. And
Mhm.
that's crazy
Yeah.
because when you become a mentor, you have to be able to tell people stuff that you really walked and been through. That's like being a parent. When
Mhm.
you're a parent, hey, don't do that. I know exactly what's gonna happen, bro. And you can run it down. Blah, 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 blah. Now, if you still do it, I told you, you're gonna come back like you told me exactly what I
Mhm.
told you what's gonna happen.
Yeah. No.
My daughter tells me this every day. I told her, listen, you go to school, stay focused, try not to have no babies right now, because that's gonna take you off your course for a second. And
Mhm.
you're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna go through some frustration. If you knock this
Mhm.
out now, you'll be a little bit in cruise control to have a family and stuff. But knock out your foundation, your school, boom, boom. Well, it didn't happen like that.
Mhm.
And she went through the frustration. But guess what? I'm glad she got my blood because she bounced back. Now she
Bounce
just
back.
went, got her, just graduated. Now she feeling good. She like,
Mhm.
man, and she tell me, if I would have just did what I was supposed to do, like you said,
Mhm.
that's when you're a real mentor. That's when you're a real teacher. When you teaching from facts of real stuff you've been through. Half these people that teach, they teach through speculation. Oh yeah, well I seen a documentary on them and they said, so that's your facts.
Mhm.
That's your facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I seen somebody do a documentary. You know how these cats do? They want to get channels and they feed off of other people's blood. I call them
Mhm.
parasites.
Parasites.
And they
Yeah.
did a documentary and they mentioned my name in it, and the information was so wrong. And I'm just like, what? I'm just sitting up there looking at it like, that's totally incorrect.
Mhm.
You're talking about me being in this, but that's totally wrong what you just said.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
just
you
like,
like, man, folks can put stuff up now, man, with no validation. Like with the way the computer is, man. Hell, I could say I was an ex NFL player, and some motherfucker gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, like we said earlier, if you're a doctor, you got to go to school. You got to have your certifications. You got to
Facts.
show that shit. When it comes to this shit,
Right.
man, shit, you can say you Warren Buffett, and some motherfuckers gonna believe it.
That's real. Melvin,
You-
man, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you, homie. It's just real, man. It's just like I just tell cats, the internet is definitely it's one of them things where it is comical. It is
Mhm.
sometimes funny. It can, just look at stuff. Some stuff you're like, man, that's kind of funny, or some you can get some information, but you have to really be careful because there's so many cloud chasers and there's so many deceitful people. You got people
Mhm.
that's actually making scripts like they having a problem and fighting, and they
Oh
got a
man,
script,
you see it all the
bro.
yeah,
And you
man, you
looking
see it
at this
all the
stuff,
time.
and you like, hold up, they scripted this whole thing.
Yeah,
They scripted the whole thing. You
yeah,
thinking there's something really going on,
yep.
and it's just a big old script.
Script. Yeah, we all been played.
I'm like,
Man,
what?
yeah,
That's
yep.
that's crazy, bro. Like people are really using their time to deceive the minds of people.
But once again, it's for instant gratification. It's for the likes.
Yes.
It's for the following.
Yes.
You know, it's for all that. It's for all
Yes.
that type of stuff. And like I said, man, I don't knock nobody else, man. You want followers, you want subscribers. I mean, we all got goals. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just the way you go about your goals and you
Right.
go about certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I admire folks that start from the bottom and build it up. Like, yeah, we took the stairs. Yeah, it's gonna take longer, but our foundation is solid. And
Right.
when you built off a solid foundation,
Right.
a storm, all that shit can come. But if that shit is strong,
Right.
we can ride through whatever.
And bro,
You
and
know what
I'm
I'm
a firm
saying?
believer that once you got a skill, can nobody take that from you because your skill ain't a
Hmm.
hustle. See, a lot of these cats that do what they do, it's a hustle. And
Hmm.
so once that hustle and the gig is up, it's over. They got to find another hustle.
Yeah.
I've been able to last in the game this long because I got a real skill and I put in the work, and you can't take that from me. Whether you like EA Ski, whether you get mad at some of the stuff he say that maybe give you a reality check, you can't take my skill level from me because I put in the work. And it's just like being a barber. You know what I'm saying? A good barber is a good barber. Whether you go to the
Hmm.
next dude because you mad because he raised his prices, you ain't gonna get that same cut you used to get neither.
Hmm.
Cause you mad because he had to raise his prices because everybody needs an up boost. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
can't stay at the same price forever. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And now I don't wanna rock with you no more. I'm gonna go over here. And now and what they do? And man, you open for a cut today. I thought you wasn't rocking with me.
Yeah, he can't get that everywhere.
You can't ain't everybody the same, bro. There's some
Yeah.
people that's why I tell people even in relationships. Oh man, I got all these bitches. I go to yeah, man, they ain't all the same, bro. Like
Yeah.
you might go somewhere else, man. Like, damn, I should just stay where I was at.
Hey, what what the little pimp say? Hey man, everybody else ain't gonna treat you the way she treated you because
That's
she
right.
cared about you.
That's right.
The others they
That's
don't.
right.
Nah.
Everybody think the grass is greener on the other side, bro, and it's really not, man. That's why I tell people, don't worry about being a hater. You ain't gotta hate. All you got to do is just be great at what you do. And you only reason why you're hating is because you don't want to work,
Yep.
because you don't want to put the time in, because you
Hmm.
don't want to get in there and really push yourself to be great. You
Yep.
just want instant validation. And
Hmm.
that's the reason why cats are trollers. That's the reason why people are angry. They have these
Hmm.
traumatic because they've never felt like they could push themselves or lack the self discipline or parent figures or role models, whatever. Not everybody
Hmm.
had. I'm blessed. I have both my parents in my life. My mom and dad, still together to this day. Over 50
Hmm.
years. I've had that foundation, so I wasn't never insecure about
Yeah.
anything ever. I wasn't insecure. I didn't hate on nobody. I
Yeah.
always admired whatever. I understood that, but I also understood for me to get wherever I want to be, I had to put in the work. And I just
Hmm.
tell cats, if you want to be great, and y'all bringing up the next generation, you're bringing up the next generation. That's why this generation is what it is. Everybody's cheating.
Right.
Everybody's hustling. Everybody's cutting corners. And then we're complaining, man, why are they streaming and ain't paying? Well, you should be streaming. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said again, I feel like this. If I was a streaming company, I'd be asking y'all, all you artists, pay us. Just pay us some money because this y'all doing is trash. Why should I pay you any money for the trash you giving us? Come on, bro. You go in any streaming company, half that stuff on there is garbage.
Half,
Okay,
half,
more than half. My bad.
95.
Yeah, my bad. I was just trying to be diplomatic. I'm sorry. You're right.
Nah, man.
It's like, bro, you want people to pay you for what you're doing, and it's not even good.
Yeah,
You want to get dollars off of your records, and it's not even good, and you complaining about getting a half a cent, dude.
it
They
ain't even worth a
use,
penny.
bro. You not, bro. Like
Yeah.
literally, man. If I was the streaming company, I would sue you. I would sue you. I said, man, now, bro, you gonna keep giving me this every month?
Every month? You mean
Every
every
month,
week?
bro. I would have a class action lawsuit on all of these artists because it's trash, man. These dudes don't record right. They man, dude, the vocals that I get from cats, it sounds like they did it in their bathroom with a cat. It sounds bad, bro.
And the
You
TV,
hear the
and you can hear the
echoing,
TV in the back. You
yeah.
hear the TV. You can hear
Or,
the
or,
TV
or
in the
better
back.
yet, you hear them, they spitting bars, boom, 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 beep. You're like, what is? They got the smoke alarm in the background. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
He said a class action lawsuit. I'm
Man, it's
done.
crazy, bro. I would not. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's crazy that people think they should be paid for doing nothing.
Yeah.
For doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Don't you understand? You wouldn't have to stream if you made your music good. People would pay priceless money for good music. People really underestimate being great.
Yeah.
They have to, dude. Being great is like being horrible today,
Mm-hmm.
and being horrible is great. But ain't that in the
Mm-hmm.
Bible?
Yeah.
The Bible said everything will flip around.
Mm-hmm.
Good will be bad, bad will be good.
Be
Am I right?
good.
If
Yeah.
I'm not quoting the scripture right, tell me.
No, no, you right. You right.
Okay, okay. So ain't that what it looks like?
Yeah.
Everything that's supposed to be great is getting ridiculed, and
Yeah.
everything that's bad is getting put on the pedestal. And if
Ridiculous.
we don't want to believe in God, and those are the words in the scriptures, then I don't know what to tell you after that point. I
Yeah.
don't know what to say because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like everybody just they putting fire over stuff that's trash.
Yeah.
You're like, that's garbage. Fire, 100, prayer hands. I wish they just have a middle finger. Somebody got to come with a middle finger emoji. Like some
I think they took that off because they consider that what bullying and harm for the middle finger emoji.
Okay, well maybe they need to make an emoji. Maybe we're gonna have to talk to some of these people who do emojis. Maybe they can come up with one where dude put his hands like this.
The stink face.
Yeah, you stink. It like something. Like we need a new emoji, bro, because
Yeah.
this is getting outrageous, bro. This is getting outrageous. Like really is getting outrageous, brother.
I'm, I'm telling you, man. If I think maybe well, I don't know how they would do that shit, but like if music or even like producers, like if they had like a union or somebody that just help govern this shit
Yeah,
to put a lid on it,
yeah,
it might could
yeah,
help. But I mean, that's gonna be hard because you
yeah,
got niggas that make money, and then you got niggas that'll just sell out for a quick dollar and shit like that. So it's gonna be hard to like
yeah.
establish anything of that
Yeah,
nature. And
and it's gonna be and it's gonna be even hard because the gatekeepers love the fact that the level of the game is dumbed down because when the level of the game is dumbed down and there's lack of knowledge, that's how you can infiltrate and keep selling you more, upselling you stuff that because they upsell stuff to the insecure. That's
hmm
how the game go. That's why you can have these companies make high end, charge high prices for low end gear. That's
hmm
where the game is coming to now. The game is
hmm
coming to like we're so dumbed down in what we think and how we hear music because we don't use our ears, we use our eyes, which is crazy
hmm
because you're not making movies. We're doing, you know what I'm saying? We, this is sound audio, and we're not even using our ears. So these companies are like, well, why should we put converters in these things? Why should we put top tier stuff in there? If
Mm-hmm.
they're happy with just the buttons and the flashing lights,
Yeah.
we could charge them $3,000 and don't have nothing in here and just give them flashing lights and digital displays.
Because see, like I told you, what it is, I'm young, but I just been around this stuff for so long. Like they don't market to like cats like you, cats
Right,
like me. They
right,
market to that younger generation, and the younger generation, because they don't want to know nothing about music
right,
theory. They don't want to talk to nobody like you to learn or whatever. So they
right,
don't know about converters. They don't know about bit rate. They don't know
right,
about sample rate. So
right,
all the stuff that we look for in these machines and these devices, these motherfuckers don't know.
right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? So they can
right,
get away with murder. And then the other part is they're the ones that's on social media. They're
right,
the ones that's on the internet. They're the ones that, is always on the computer. Hell, you're
right,
more successful than all them 10 times over, but
right,
because you're not internet famous in their eyes or
right,
yada yada
right,
yada,
right,
it's
right,
like,
right,
excuse me
right,
for saying, but fuck him. Fuck
right.
me. You know what I'm
No, no,
saying? Like,
3,000% correct.
that's
Three
what that's
thousand
what
percent
we
correct.
going.
That's three
You know what
thousand
I'm
percent
saying?
correct. Right,
Like, and you be
right,
like, man, bro, my accolades could suffocate them. They don't care
right.
about that.
And
They,
that and this is what I mean. This is what the gatekeepers are doing. The gatekeepers are making it where even if you have the utmost accolades, even I see this in the entertainment business, Hollywood, everything, is that I am going to disregard your accolades and
mm-hmm,
I'm going to show you that you work for nothing. All them work that you did means nothing because I'm going to
nothing.
take somebody that has
Mm-hmm,
less skills than you and I'm going to shower this with so much promotion and money that they look so big that it's going to discourage you from everything that you put
mm-hmm,
into it. And you're going to
mm-hmm,
feel somewhat embarrassed because now you got somebody that has less skills than you, but they're getting way more in a position to do
mm-hmm.
things. And with not even a skill of, have you ever just watched some of the scores or some of the music that they put in some of these movies? And you're
Yeah.
like, bro, how did that score is trash. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
seen a movie, man, the score was so bad. And I'm just like, but but I know what it is. They got their friends, they got their people, their friends, people's nephews. It's a, saying it's a, what's that word
Circle.
they
It's a
call it?
circle.
Right. It's called, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Nepotism. You know what I'm
Nepotism.
saying? They got their own people, they keep it in there. They know they don't
Mm-hmm,
have no type of talent, but they
mm-hmm,
want to do it so they can make them do it.
mm-hmm,
They can make them do it.
mm-hmm,
And this is where you get the ghost producers at. Look, I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna pay you a certain amount, do this, boom, 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 but I'm gonna have my nephew take the credit for it and run with
Oh,
this.
like I told you, man.
Yeah.
I had several of those situations. I'm like, nah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
for one, I'm not desperate.
Right.
I'm not. I can always use more, but I ain't in need like that. And then
Right.
it's just you're not gonna take my work and slap your name off of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
just transpose my stuff a half step or whatever. Nah,
That's
I ain't
real.
going. Cause
Right.
I
Right.
done
Right. Right.
seen some stuff, and I ain't gonna say nothing, but like some of your favorite producers, you be like, he ain't really make that beat, right?
Right. Right. Right.
That's Buddy down here that play at the church. The
Right.
organ is at the church.
Right.
You
Right.
know what
Right.
I'm saying? Who just make tracks on his spare time or whatever. He just
Right.
ripped that and put a new snare on it. But
Right.
yeah, I ain't yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what the like I said again, this is a big thing that's going on in Hollywood as well as music business is that they, they tell you they got this whole room of a like a assembly line, you know, of people that these young producers that want to get inspired. They make their beat, they give them like $2,000, $1,000. Say, all right, man, get the hell on up out of here now. That
Mm-hmm.
record come out, there's somebody else's whole name on there. You know what I mean? It's a cold game, man. But
Cold
but
game,
like I
man.
said again, it's which door you want to walk into.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. Which door you want to walk into? Do you believe that you got the skills to walk into the door that's going to make you have to work a little harder and fight for your respect? Or do you
Mm-hmm.
want to walk into the door that you get everything you want, but now you're a puppet and a slave to the system? There's only two doors,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So
You're right.
so I like I said again, it all starts with people understanding, man. If you're a great mechanic, you ain't got to worry about another mechanic. If
Yeah.
you're a great barber, it don't matter. If there's another great barber, then I'm just hey, we just the two great barbers in town, man. You're gonna have to compete
Mm-hmm.
with me. I'm gonna have to compete with you, and I'm gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
working. I'm gonna keep practicing. So we still gonna sharpen steel. They
Mm-hmm.
either coming to you or me. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yep. And
Because
when you got two folks that's good like that, like we say, it's competition. But bro, I still admire some of the stuff that you do.
for sure,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure,
Because,
for
like I
sure.
told you earlier, my brain ain't your brain. You know what I'm saying? My mind ain't your mind. Like, we look at stuff two different ways, but it's like, oh man, the way he interpreted that sample and the chops that he thought about it was like, oh shit. Then you might say, bro, them chords you played, bro, I wasn't even
Yeah.
hearing that. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? It's
Yes,
like,
sir. Yes,
you
sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
so
Man, music is an inspiration, man. And like I tell everybody, man, just the moral of this conversation today, man, is when you get those drums, man, make sure you turn them down or they'll blow your you know what I'm saying? Because they a problem. And
hey,
not only that, just
if you like your speakers, turn them down. Just turn it down and
yeah,
or go buy you some PAs or something you can tell up or what have you. You know,
right.
but yeah,
No,
you know.
and just stay inspired, man. Like I said, anybody that's on here right now, man, I just want them to know, man, if you got talent, keep working, keep being inspired. If I'm inspiring you, King inspire you, or anybody that you feel like is trying to bring something to the table that give creative juice, man, just be inspired to get it and get going, man. Don't let anybody take you off your path, man, because a
Mhm,
lot of people told me, you know what I'm saying? Man, you need to start working this. Like, I remember when the whole trap movement started moving on, and that's why
mhm,
you hear a lot of cats. That's why the whole world sounds trapped out because that
mhm,
music dominated for so long and still
mhm,
goes. You know what I mean? That
mhm.
even people that make authentic West Coast stuff started conforming. You know what I mean? And I just don't believe in that. I believe like I can appreciate that music, but I don't feel like I need to make that for me to be relevant in music,
Mhm.
And I just think that the more to this whole thing is, man, when you know you got something you great, do it. Don't
Yeah,
don't get caught up in trying to do what's already going on. Cause I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna look you're gonna just look like a follower and you're not gonna get nobody to really believe in your movement because you just look like you're doing the same thing everybody else is doing, you
yeah.
know? Create your music. Don't be scared to try using musicality. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like people scared of live music.
Yeah,
It's like,
and even like with the trap music, ski like that shit done changed so much because like the trap music now ain't the trap music I grew up to.
yeah,
The trap music I grew up to, it was more musical.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
right.
cause like
That is true. That is
I'm
true.
I'm a Toonk fan. Like
That is true.
Toonk
Shout
was
out to my brother
grabbing
too.
samples and playing horns. You know what I'm saying? Like
That is true.
making
That
arrangements.
is very true. Shout out to my brother Toomp too, DJ
N-
Toomp. Shout out to Toomp.
Now,
That is true.
now these motherfuckers, they just and the shit they keep they be like, yeah, this is their excuse. Cause I was in the studio last week. Yeah, bro, you just gotta leave it open. And you just gotta have space for niggas to rap. Bro, it ain't nothing but a 808 and some pluck sound. Like,
Right, right, right,
what a melody, what a counter, what a
right,
harmony. Like,
right,
it's not, I tell folks all the time, it's not the same, it's not the same type of trap music now, man. It's
right,
like,
right, right. No, you
it,
right. You
yeah.
right. You
I
right.
can't even I can't even describe it, but like that older trap stuff, man, they was still digging for samples. They was still trying to play. The drums was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like
Right,
now,
right,
it's like, bro, what the hell? Four sounds.
right.
You can tell me four sounds, that's it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, you
like,
right. You absolutely 3,000% correct. You 3,000%. I ain't gonna argue that. That is facts.
so like
That is facts.
I be telling folks, I be like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta. I agree with you, but it ain't the same. It's not the trap that I grew up on. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
that older Ti, that older
Oh
Jeezy,
yeah.
man, them niggas was bumping.
Yeah, yeah. That was cold. Yeah, it was way more musical, way more stuff going
Yeah.
on than just the 808. You heard a collective instrumentation that went along with those 808s that just made like, whoo,
Mm-hmm.
it felt different. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Even
It
down
was
to the bars, man. Them niggas was rapping.
yeah, they were rapping.
They were rapping.
They were rapping.
But
They were rapping.
once again, and I guess that's life. They were the dope dealers. Now these are the fiends' childrens that's making the music. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
totally
like
get what you're saying.
that's a whole nother conversation
Right.
in itself. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right,
like
right.
maybe that's why the shit even sound like that. You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying? Like
I totally believe that as time go on, it's based upon where you get your information from. It's based upon It's based upon a combination of things that allow stuff to get like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I really do believe technology and presets and all of this stuff have allowed people to not have to think. Once you don't have to think anymore, once
mm-hmm,
everything is just somebody's thinking for you, like all the time, somebody's thinking for you. Technology's thinking for you. Social media's thinking for you. This person's thinking for you.
mm-hmm,
You're not thinking on how to think for yourself. And this is why I
mm-hmm,
always go back to prayer. When you pray, you get discernment. You'll be able, even if you are inspired by a mentor or somebody, that discernment will let you gravitate to somebody that will sharpen you up with
mm-hmm,
with some expertise that won't misguide you. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Your friendship, like we've built a great bond. Us, we talk on the regular, you know what I'm saying? It's because you can feel the just the vibe and the energy is on the same length, you know what I mean? So if you don't go out and sort for stuff that you have that common, you kind of gonna be misled, you know what I mean? If you just around a friend that is not inspired, but that's your friend and you love them to death, you're not gonna go nowhere. Even if you are inspired, you're gonna wind up not being inspired because you're around that energy. That energy around is going to either take you to this next level or take you to this level. You got to be around energy that matches your
mm-hmm.
energy. That's why they say,
Yep.
man, match my energy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Dre, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you're in the studio with Dre, you better match his energy or you won't be in there. I promise you that. If
Yeah.
you don't match his energy and his intentions and his purpose, there's no reason. There's just no reason for him to have you there.
Yeah, now you got to
Even if
go.
you can play keys, you can play drums, you can rap. If you can't match that energy and that urgency, especially with a person that's wealthy and done it and don't have to do it and still got that energy, and
Mm-hmm.
you ain't got it at all, and you ain't matching his energy,
Yeah.
that that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let me read this. Josh, what's up, man? I prefer the way Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis used their drum machines in the 80s versus today. Jam was already dope, tripling in hats. Facts, yeah. Jimmy, man, they was facts.
Hey
They was
man,
fire. They was
it's like
fire.
that human league, that I'm only human.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
yeah,
man. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, man. Like that's a whole. They on a whole nother island by
yeah.
themselves, man. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, man, the Force MD stuff, the
Woo!
uh, the uh, the new edition stuff, the
Yep,
Janet Jackson stuff. Like, man, even the Usher, the You Remind Me, the Seduction, like.
yep. Crazy.
Oh, and one of the coldest songs, the Mary J. Blige, that everything, because
I know what
that's
you're talking
James
about. Yep,
Brown. That's the James Brown drum break, and
yep.
then the sample is doom, 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 stylistics.
Uh-huh.
The stylistics, like, and then man, the way they played on top of all that stuff,
Crazy, man.
man, like,
Crazy. Do you see how much flexibility you have when you're able to play and bring in live instruments? I mean, it warms that track up. It makes it bigger than you can even
mm-hmm,
imagine. Just with a
mm-hmm,
bass and a guitar. And I'm just being honest. This is just me just being real. People be trying to make stuff sound big with the 808s and all of that, but just with a bass and a guitar will fill your whole track up. Just
yeah,
with a bass and guitar.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how big and warm those sounds are. That will fill your whole track up just with that
mm-hmm,
bass and guitar. Boom, and a guitar and a pluck. And you be like, whoo! Lord
yeah.
knows you be adding other stuff around it. That's how big live instruments take your stuff to a whole nother level.
Yeah, man, especially that guitar, man. If you got a good guitar player, man, like just the whole interpretation that they can play back and like you be like, all right, pluck it with your nails. All right, now play it smooth. Now play the chords and yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, it's almost like it just make you cringe. Like, woo.
yeah, man.
You know what I'm
I be
saying?
I
I'm pretty sure King got a call coming in.
oh, I wished I would have picked up the guitar like I picked up the piano, man. Cause
Yeah,
I done tried, but like I ain't gonna lie. Now trying to learn that because it's a lot.
yeah,
It's a lot. The
yeah.
bass, I can play the bass a little bit because it's nothing but half steps, and so
Right,
I
right.
just visualize the piano when I'm playing the bass or whatever. It's very simple.
Yeah,
But that
yeah,
damn guitar,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
niggas that can really play that guitar, like
yeah,
Ernie Isley,
yeah,
like Prince or whatever, like
yeah, yeah,
Hendrix, Santana.
yeah.
Oh man, them niggas different.
Hey, they on a whole nother level with it.
Yeah,
They on
them
a whole nother
it's
level with it.
different.
They
Cause
on a
like
whole nother
knowing how to play the chords on there and then moving, oh
crazy,
man, y-
crazy.
your mind got to be like over there
Right,
type.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. That's why I tell cats, man, when you're doing your production, man, don't feel like you got to do everything. Sometimes you need to pay your bass player, play your guitar player, play you somebody that's going to add some musicality and separate
Mm-hmm.
yourself from the normal sounds of plugins and stuff because that's just not going to emulate a real guitar. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Nope.
I don't care. We can have this conversation all day. Ain't no plug-in gonna emulate no guitar,
Nope.
bro.
Nope.
It's just
Nope.
not gonna happen, man.
Nope.
It's not gonna happen.
Nope.
It ain't
Because
gonna
even
happen.
like just the whining and the pulling and
Yeah.
like I don't think folks know like just being like you be like, hey, play with your fingernails, like to hear that scraping and that
Right.
plucking, like can't no
Right.
plug in do that.
Right.
Can't no plug in, no key guitar, none of that nature. Like it's a difference. Like
Yes,
it's
indeed.
really a difference.
Hold up, this super chat came in. David Lewis Love was good. Song produced by LA and Babyface. LA Reid did all the drum machine programming. He is a drummer by trade and the drumming for the
For the
Dells.
deal.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the super chat too. Real talk.
Yeah. LA and
Real
Babyface,
talk.
they different too.
They totally different.
They
They
different.
totally different, man.
They,
That's a good post, man. Thank you,
they
David, man.
different.
That's a good one. LA and Babyface was no joke,
Yeah, man.
not to be played with,
You talking about Bobby Brown, you talking about Whitney Houston,
man. Not to
man.
be played with.
TLC, hell, Outcast, because you know they was down here. They really helped like shoot Atlanta like to a whole
By far,
you know what I'm saying?
by
Like,
far.
cause everybody
Yeah,
talk about the office they had used to be like off in Buckhead. And you know,
yeah,
Buckhead, like our Beverly Hills type shit down here, what have you. But like, nah, they, you know, cause organized, you know, they gave organized noise, they check for
yeah.
Outcast
By yes, indeed.
to do what
Yes,
they did.
indeed.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
indeed. Man, they innovators, man. Like I said again, it was a time when you had cats that was just super innovators that came in and they really, really um was, I said this on one of my lives before. I said, man, the days of A&Rs when people could hear your demo, didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to be mixed or nothing. And they'd be like, hey, I like where you're going with this. I don't know if you came in the era. It might have been a little bit after your era, or maybe you might remember this. It was a time when record labels would hear your demo and they would give you a demo deal. It was called a demo deal. They would cut you a check for $5 grand and say, take those songs and redo them in a bigger studio and get it sounding better. They would give you a demo deal.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that, huh?
Uh-uh.
It was called a demo deal. It was a demo deal. If they liked your songs and they seen that
Uh-huh.
it had some type of potential,
Uh-huh.
they would cut you a check. It could be 5, it could be 10 grand. They's like, look, we want you to get in this particular studio. We want you to do this. We want to hear what this could sound like because we hear the potential. That's when they had A&Rs that was going and listening to going around. They was scouting. You had the
Yeah,
Jack the
yeah, yeah.
Rapper.
Scouting talent
You
and
had the
all that.
Jack the Rapper conference. You had the
Yeah,
Gavin
Jack the
conference.
Rapper,
You had
yeah.
New York music seminars. You had people was
Mm-hmm.
getting discovered at these seminars, like for real, getting put
Mm-hmm.
on. Literally getting put on. Big
Mm-hmm.
Sauce, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. So yeah, they would cut these deals, and you can't think like that. Now, like imagine that. I hear King, I'm saying, oh man, King, this is crazy. I'm gonna give you a check for $5 grand. I want you to go recut this in such and such patchwork studios out there, whatever. You know what I mean? Going, you'd be like, you give me $5 grand to go recut this.
Man.
That's the way the game was when the music was a commodity. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Josh Carter, man. Thank you for the super chat. Can't forget about the Neptunes, Pharrell on the ASR and the Korg Triton and Chad Hugo laying down those best song bridges. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Josh. Real talk. Thank you for that super chat. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Bro, that's where the game was at, bro. That's why when I see the game now, it's mortifying. It's like, nobody knows how music sound. Nobody can't hear the creativity in it. Nobody knows if it's gonna do well or not. Cats literally could hear something like this gonna be a problem
Yeah.
before it was even out.
Yeah. Oh, but with certain songs, you hit a demo, you like, oh shit, bro, got something. If he just boom, 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 boom,
But
like,
cats can't hear that now, though, bro.
yeah.
Cats can't even hear that now, bro. I mean, there's some cats that can, but I'm talking about the cats that's in the game now. They just, oh, well, what is your numbers on YouTube like? What is your numbers on Instagram like? That's what you gonna judge this nigga skills on?
Nah, hey, I listen. About 6 months ago, I was at the studio and like I got friends that rap or whatever, and like I'm a low key type of person. Like I'm a smoker. I just sit in the cut, smoke. Niggas don't even know who I am. And so, bruh came out the booth and he was like, "Hey, he'll call me over to like let him know like what the music really sound like. Cause I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I'm not finna be saying that I'm a yes man because I'm on your payroll and I kick it with you in the
For
club.
sure.
Nah, I
For
ain't that
sure.
guy or
Right.
what have you. And I was just giving him my honest opinion, and I probably was digging in his ass a little bit more because I'm like, bro, like it's the same shit you were talking about the last project, bro. Like, how many
Right.
bitches and hoes can you fuck? How many
Right.
bottles
Right.
can you pop? Like, I
Right.
understand you got nice stuff and money, but come on, man, give these
Right.
folks a little more. Like,
Right.
try to make some real songs with
Right.
some real universal hooks that
Right.
people will sing along to. You know what I'm saying? Like, growth
Right.
type shit.
Right.
One of his little yes men was like, bro, who the fuck is you to tell him that? Like, what's your accolades? What you do? Like, how many subscribers you got on YouTube and shit like that? And what was funny was, bro didn't know I be on YouTube and shit like that. So I
Right.
was on my bullshit. I took my other phone and I had clicked on YouTube. I was like, I'm that nigga right there. And he was like, oh, my bad, bro. I was like, nah, bro, you
You
just
see what I'm saying, though? You see, but see, that's what I'm saying, though. I always go back to Jalil's lyrics from Houdini. Call me old school, whatever, but that's when bars meant something. When see,
mm-hmm.
people think I'm soft just because I'm humble. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Cats thought because I spoke a certain way that I didn't know what I was talking about. It's like, no, bro, just because I don't brag and I do this and I do this and do that, don't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't mean that you don't know what you're talking about. And this is
Mm-hmm.
what I mean. People see what he was trying to do was silence his insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I call it. Because he want to do the same thing, and you're trying to change a person to grow. He don't want to
Mm-hmm.
grow. So that conversation wasn't even for him, but he felt it in his soul.
Oh yeah, he felt it in heart.
He felt like that he was directed towards him.
Uh-huh.
So that's why he felt to respond that way. You see how what I
Mm-hmm.
mean by mental people have mental illness. Everybody be having mental illness based upon how they hear something, and if it hurts their feelings, you're gonna see they're gonna respond exactly, and you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
know exactly where they at in their mind based upon that response. He said, "You was just trying to help dude grow.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna attack me? You act like I just called him a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?" It's like I'm just telling him, hey man, if you did this, do that, give you constructive criticism. Now it comes
Mm-hmm.
off as you hating and you just hating on people and you just think you all that and you just. It's like, bro, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to inspire you to think out the box, homie. I'm trying to get you. Like I just did the verse for Diamond, and when Diamond D heard it, he was like, bro, this is grown man bars. This
Mm-hmm.
this these some grown man bars right here. I wasn't talking about no kill him up, shoot him up, spray up the block, boom, boom, boom. I was talking on some real like, hey man, you know, making you think about things that's going on, making you see why the industry is where it's at, making you
Mm-hmm.
see like You know what I'm saying? You out here something. The fans ain't clapping. The something ain't, you know what I'm saying? They saying
Mm-hmm.
they, I'm really telling you some real. And when he heard it, he was like, bro, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because that's our game. We're past that. Like if you young and you don't know no better, then I don't expect that much from you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
got enough information to have that conversation. But once you got some information and you know something, you're supposed to be sharing it, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Ad lib, what's good? Thank you for the super chat, man. Restringing my guitar later. You guys got me inspired. Man, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey man, that's what it's all
That's what I'm
about.
talking about. That's what I'm
That's what it's
talking
all
about.
about. That's what it's all about.
No,
No.
man, but yeah, no, people will try to disregard your information and make it seem like you're just ridiculing them. It's like, bro, what are you talking
No.
about?
I'm just giving my but you know what's crazy though, man? Like a lot of people they be like, hey man, come to the studio, I just want you to hear where I'm at with the project, yada yada yada. A lot of time, man, I be like, bro, you don't want me to come. You don't want me to come.
Right,
You
right.
you don't want me to
They
come.
say they want you to come, but no, they know what comes along with that.
Oh yeah.
They know what
Yeah.
comes along with that.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
to tell you, like, I'm a fan of music. So I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying, like what I hear, you know what I'm saying, what you should do or whatever. And then like, especially like with rap, like these niggas be trying to cheat bars. Like, don't repeat what you said in line two,
Right, right, right,
bar
right,
nine. Like you
right,
just you just said that. You know what I'm saying? And then like,
right,
hey,
right,
bro, like I'm in the flows, I'm in the patterns, I'm in the
right,
tone, man. Like for
right,
one, I
right,
be
right,
telling niggas, I be like, bro, how you trying to rap and your voice don't even cut through the music?
right.
Like if your voice
Yeah,
can't sit on top of this music, like especially anything I'm making, like
right.
once that low end and like all this stuff start being introduced, don't get lost with this
Yeah,
music now.
yeah, yeah,
Don't
yeah,
don't let that vocal get lost.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, people don't understand, man. People are
yeah.
getting lost. They definitely getting lost. They don't understand your voice is an instrument, man. You better
Yeah.
know how to project it. You better know how to make the cadence do what it do. It's a lot of stuff that goes into rapping, man. A lot of people be rapping in keys that ain't even a key. And it
Man.
just and like people it's weird because I try to explain this. People don't even understand your voice being a key. They think I be telling cats, no, we're not gonna rap on that one. They're like, well, I like that beat. Yeah, but your key don't really match that. They don't understand that. That's
Mm-hmm.
just hard for them to process. What do you mean, my key? I'm rapping on it. It sounds good.
Mm-mm.
The rap
Mm-hmm.
sounds good, but the key in your tone is not good. So we're gonna have to
Yeah.
change that inflection if you want to rap on that because it's obvious you don't understand. That's why a lot of cats records sometimes don't work because they're not in a key. They're not in that
Yep.
key lane that make everything just come together.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey, look,
mean?
hey, somebody just said it before I can even say it. The nigga say, turn the tune on. Or the tune ain't in the right key. That
Right,
was that was the
right,
first
right,
thing. That
right,
was the first thing I was finna
right,
say. They be like, man, what key the tune in? Nigga,
right, right, right,
pump the
right,
tune. What about you? What about you? What you
right,
gonna do?
right, right, right.
You
They don't
know?
understand that, man. When I'm rapping, that's why I tell people rap to the record. Don't have pre-made raps because now you get what I'm saying? Because you're trying to force a rap that's not in that key,
Key.
and even though the rap is dope, it's not going with the key of that
Nope.
music. That's
Nope.
why that's why my percentage of having great records is so high because I listen to the record and I'll be like, okay, this is the flow is gonna be, and I'm gonna rap with this tone because this tone and this the way this key, I'm gonna make everything contrast the way this music sound because of the key of this instrument is making my tone have to go into that direction. You're
Mm-hmm.
trying to force feed cats got pre-written rhymes trying to just rap and pick beats and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you sound good over it, but it don't sound good for us the character of the tone with the track.
Mm-hmm.
It's clashing and cats don't
Mm-hmm.
understand that
Yep.
because nobody's ever taught that, nobody's ever
Yep.
teach that. That's why I be like, bro, that record don't sound as good as you think it sounds. Yeah,
Yep.
the rap is dope, but it's not gonna
It
hold
ain't
me
it
that
ain't no
long.
mish. It ain't
It's
that
right.
ain't that
it's
ain't
it's
right.
just it's just it's
Yeah.
clashing because you know you gotta write to the music, bro. Don't just like, I mean, if you got poetry, maybe you might every now and then find something that can go with it. I'm not saying you
Hmm.
can't. But I'm saying your best bet is get a track that you love and sit there and make it the best and write to that track and make it
Yeah,
all be cohesive. That
yeah,
type of writing and that type of letting that track and letting it all gel is where the magic happens,
yeah.
man. I'm gonna tell you, it's my best records is me when I'm just me sitting there and I'm thinking of stuff, and all of a sudden I'm like, it ain't them niggas that act hard. It's some niggas that be like
That's
quiet, like, and it just
that's
and it
so
just start
cold.
and it just go and it go and it go. I'm like, once put the slugs in your ass and tell your ass good night. So get that nigga on marble coffin. Cause I ain't that nigga to fuck with. I'm from the O, so I blast often. And cause I'm hearing the way the music is dropping. So now
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh, so
yeah,
now I'm like often. You know, I'm like, I'm letting while I'm hearing the music and the strings, I'm like, you know,
yeah. Hmm.
I'm hearing these elements in this, and it's really dictating how to, I'm putting my pieces like a puzzle
Yep, yep,
around what the music is doing. I'm just sculpting it
yep.
because the music is telling me that's what I should do.
Yep. Hey, that's crazy you say that because like even when I be writing songs, like I be like, man, I let the music like dictate me. Like once I find the tone and the character and the mode, it's like, all right. It's like a like you say, it's like a maze. Like
Yeah,
where can I go? Where can I move? I can kind of play on this melody that the synth is doing here. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it just I can't explain it, but
No, you explaining it.
if you know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, no,
I'm a glide this because you see
yeah.
how this is moving.
But
I'm gonna
see,
kind of
that's
move with it.
the reason why people will never understand our conversation is because they're in for music for the drilling rush of it. They're not in it for
Hmm.
the passion of it. The passion, the passion of music is when you can really get deep into it and hear what this music is doing. You like, damn, the strings is, and
Yeah.
you hear that, you're like, hold up, I gotta do something special on that part because that just make
Uh huh.
so I'm gonna have to bend these rhymes a little bit.
Uh huh.
You know,
Yeah.
I be hearing it. It just I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really deep into music, man. And when you
Yeah.
get this deep, it almost look like you're a weirdo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I can't explain it no other way than that. The music always dictates how you put your that when you talk about a hit, even if it ain't a hit, that's a hit to me. When you really do what the music command you to do vocally, something that's already
Hmm.
done, that's magical. And if you do pre-write something, then
Yeah.
you need to get somebody in there that's listening to it and playing music based around what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because
Nah.
now I'm
Nah.
gonna
Yeah.
put the music around the bars then, if that's the case.
Uh huh.
But to force feed a record to a record that don't go with it is crazy to me.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't
It's
mind if you got some pre-written stuff, some poetry, and it's fire. You better get in there
sometimes,
with it.
like I say, sometime that work, but majority of the time that works. That works with a person like you or a
Right.
person like me that's skillful that know, okay,
That
I got this.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a certain
right,
skill level
right,
or what
right,
have you. But like
right,
these niggas, nah, nah. That don't work for them because for
right,
one, it's not really their passion. It's
right.
not really
That's it.
what
That's
they
it.
do. You know what I'm saying?
That's it right there.
You know.
The key thing of what you said is not really their passion. We're in an era right now where the thought of doing music supersedes your passion. The
Hmm.
thought of doing it is through the roof. The reality of doing it is not your passion because you can't live off of it.
Hmm.
So being that you can't live off of it, you're distracted because your other job pays your bills, your rent, your mortgage, your cable, your home insurance, your life policy. You know,
Hmm.
everything that you do in your life depends on your primary job. So when you do get to what you love the thought of doing it, but you don't have the passion to be committed to it like your job that's a
Hmm.
priority. Because when you do music on the level of what I'm doing music on and what you're trying to do music on and what you're doing music on,
Hmm.
it has to be the same as your priority job if you
Hmm.
want to see the benefits from it in the long run. It can't be something you skim through, bro.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, a lot of people skim through stuff, Kim King.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact on a fact.
And so I know when you talking to people, you be like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I be like the old uncle that they be ready to jump. I be telling the truth, man. Like,
Man.
you know.
So, so look, y'all, man, we've been on here for a while, man, chopping it up, man. We gave y'all a lot of good,
Oh
information,
damn, we've been on
man.
here for a minute.
We've been, man, hey, we've been on here for a minute. Somebody just said, man, they've been on here for 2 hours. I'm
Oh
like,
dog, man.
man,
Good conversation, man. Good
man, you don't even be
conversation.
realizing this sometimes until you be like, damn, man, we was on here for a while. But
Yeah,
man,
no,
what I'm saying,
facts.
big shout out to you, King, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you,
A lot
man.
of people, been hitting me about the drums. What I'm saying, like I said, the Warren G's and everybody for the drums.
Yep.
And man, I'm
Hey,
sorry about those speakers, bro. I apologize for those
you
speakers,
good,
man.
you good, you good, you good, you good, you
Uh,
good.
you gonna get them done this week coming up?
Yeah, yeah, nah, facts, facts. I'm gonna get them done this week.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna get
That's
them
what's
done
up,
this week. Hey,
man.
look, and
Well,
then it's an excuse for me to go to the music store. Go buy the music store.
yeah, no, yeah. Hey, that's an adrenaline rush in itself. When you go to that music store, you just get in that zone, be seeing stuff.
Man, listen, cause I had been looking at the Oberheim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Which one?
they had one because I think they wanted like 5 bands, but Guitar Center can't get rid of it. It was like last time I was in there, it was like 3,200
What? Which
or
hold up?
whatever.
Which
Yeah,
Oberheim? Which Oberheim is this?
they redid it. They came out with one or whatever. It's like the new one or whatever.
Okay.
But
If you tell me the model, I want to check it out.
okay, I got you. But
Yeah.
nah, they've been trying to get rid of it because and they had that Moog right behind you. That one
No
you got
one. This
that
one.
big boy. Yeah, they had that one in there. They couldn't get rid of that one for nothing. Like they had that thing marked down to like 6 bands.
Really? And this like 10 grand.
Yeah, that cause when I first went in there and I seen the
Yeah.
price, I asked him, I said, "Y'all gonna sell this?" He was like, "We trying." But like
Wow.
it's the demo, the one that's on display.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And ain't nobody came because now at the music store, all they sell is interfaces, MIDI controllers, headphones, and like consumer microphones. But like
Right.
people that's coming there to
Right.
buy keyboards like that, yeah, you might get
Right.
some cats. You
Right.
might
Yeah,
get
they
cats
be.
that play in
Yeah,
church. That
yeah,
might.
yeah. That's a very hard thing. Hold on, let me take the super chat real quick. They say, I tell people, what's up, David? Man, thank you. I tell people to rap is comfortable tone, acapella, through melodyne to see what key their natural voice is in. Then put the song in that key. Oh yeah, I hear you. I
Yeah,
definitely hear you on that.
yeah.
Definitely hear you on that.
Melodyne is that guy, man. I never forget. I was tuning this girl. Her name is Brianna Bavanu. She had like the
Mm,
#1 gospel album, or whatever. It was like Keys in My Heart.
yeah.
Man, I was vocal tuning that through Melodyne. Melodyne for real, man. You
No,
can
man,
make
I got that
harmonies.
melodyne. Melodyne is a hard piece. That's a hard gear, man. That's a
Yeah,
dope piece.
yeah. Nah, if you know how to work Melodyne, man, you can make harmonies and pockets and
Hey,
all type of little tricks.
the homie Brian Baker said, I'd get that Moog, bro. That DB, that OB would have to wait. LOL.
You like that move? You like it?
Hey, bro, it's a problem for you.
Mm-hmm.
For you, bro.
Yeah.
You, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. You you don't leave your studio now. You ain't never gonna leave your studio because it's a problem. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like just think about making anything you want to make at any point in time, bro. You
And
don't leave your.
you can save the patches with that
Oh,
one,
you
can't
can save your presets. Yeah, you can save presets, make your own presets, the whole nine. Oh yeah, no, it's insane, bro. It's insane, and it's got a little steps sequential in there too. So you can. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh,
you?
it's the Rolls Royce of
Mm-hmm.
mode sense, bro.
Cause I got a grandmother. I love that grandmother. I just
Yeah,
hate, when you do your recall, I just take a picture of what I do and then,
yeah,
I go back and dial it in. But
yeah,
that
yeah,
could be a little headache. But like
yeah, yeah,
the,
yeah.
the sound,
You could save your bro. This thing is so powerful. I mean, with the effects, the filters, the oscillators, bro, the stuff you can do in here, bro, it is overwhelming, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you, if you get it, be ready to be overwhelmed because
man,
it's insane.
man, you gonna You gonna get me beat up, man. My mama tell me all the time, if I come over your house one more time and I see a new keyboard, I'm gonna throw some, cause I ain't got no kids and that. She be like, you need to get some children or a real responsibility. I be like, I make sure my bills paid.
Right.
I was I was like, I don't call you for no bill money. I make
Right,
sure my
right,
bills be
right,
straight.
right, right.
She was like, all you do is go to the music store. I was like, that's what I do.
Hey, Brian said 6,000 for a 10K board. They use that board to score films. Sound design is as fuck. Listen to Ski Bro. I mean,
Now,
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
man, I'm telling you, they
This
got
this this is gonna be a purchase of a lifetime.
like I'm
Like,
telling you, the guitar center. I don't want to tell nobody because they might go get it before. But the guitar, I'm gonna just say this: the nice guitar center, the one you got to take the little ride in
right,
or whatever. They had a display model they've been trying to get rid of forever. And with guitar center, when they want something gone, you just ask for the manager,
right,
and
for sure.
it'll even come down low, or he'll eat the taxes on it, or take a band off to get it out
Right,
the door
right.
if they want it gone.
At order, Adam G. I don't bother you, do I? Adam G. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, bro. If I had to make a choice, definitely would be that mode, bro.
I understand. Cause I like I told you, I want to get into. I gotta come out there and see you, man. I want to get into the sound design space, man. Like
Yeah,
you know.
I'm just saying, you get that, you gonna be in the design space. Oh yeah, yeah, like bro, you gonna be in it, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. It's one of them things, bro. It ain't a game, bro. I'd had to call Moog several times and put me on the phone with one of them sound designers, man, to show me even how to move, because that thing is complex. Only
Mm,
the funk, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. Get that Moog one and take you in space Voyager ride. Yeah, the Moog one is it, bro. I'm gonna tell you, if you're
yeah,
trying to make a choice and you think
yeah,
about it,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, man.
He said, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially because I know the type of music you do, the soulfulness, and you got the
Mm-hmm.
moogs and them leads. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
it's not gonna be pretty for whoever think they competition. They ain't gonna be thinking it. They're not gonna be
Uh,
thinking it.
hey, look. If I get it, I can't. I gotta make sure my mom don't come over for like 2 weeks, and I gotta hide the. I gotta hide. Cause I'm a dude. You know how we be leaving receipts just anywhere or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cause
yeah,
she got in
yeah.
my truck one day and she seen the receipt for something. She was like, "Oh my god, what?" I'm like, man, oh man.
Hey,
She's like, is
man.
this what you do? I was like, kinda, sorta.
Yeah. Hey, bro, listen, I know where you coming from. I just spent what, 4 grand for the Grace Design, the M905, the
Mm.
speaker controller.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The
A
grace.
speaker controller being $4,000, bro.
Yeah.
But the converters in there and the way it
Mm-hmm.
sound,
Mm-hmm.
bro. I just got up on it through my tech guy. My tech guy said, "Ski, if you're gonna get a new speaker one, man, get this Grace." The first thing he said, Grace. And
Mm-hmm.
like he one of them dudes real low key, but when he's vocal, it's for
Mm-hmm.
real.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
always like, oh yeah, well, maybe try that. Look, it. But when he's just named something out like just direct, I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
he's
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
He said, man, I looked into it. I said, oh man, all of the studios, top studios got this. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, 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 yeah.
he works at George Lucas Ranch, that George Lucas that
George
did
Lucas
Star.
film.
Yeah, films. George,
Film guy,
he
yeah.
works at his ranch. He do all the scoring, the studio, and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
My tech guy is a beast. He
Yeah.
said, man, dude, the way that sound, I said, say no more.
Yeah. Cause that's the
Say,
silver, that's the grace, the silver joint.
yeah, they got a silver one and they got one in black. Yeah, they got
Mm.
one in black. I wanted the black one, but they only had the. I mean, I had to wait. I don't like waiting. I just
Oh
like
yeah.
just give me the silver one, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I wanted the
Eh,
black one. I was like, man, just give me the silver one.
yeah.
But
Nah, I
yeah,
hate
man.
that
But
waiting stuff too. Cause I'm like, man, I remember when you could go to Guitar Center and everything was in there. I ain't have to wait. If I wanted
right,
that keyboard, I
right.
just come up there with the money and walk out. Now they be
That's
like,
right,
yeah, we gotta mail it to you, man.
man. Dude, I try to go to Guitar Center. You go to Guitar Center, all you coming out with is some MIDI cables.
MIDI cables,
Yeah,
or
MIDI cables and some mic cables because
or
you ain't gonna have nothing you want to have coming out of there no more.
nope, nope,
Nothing.
nope,
Nothing.
nope,
None of the new high end stuff.
nope.
It's crazy, man. But
And I,
yeah,
cause I
so
was,
I understand what you're saying, man. But I tell people, man, I invest in what I do. And when you getting, like I said, going back to my drums, you're getting my whole full studio on this,
hmm
on those drums you got. I'm putting
hmm
my hard passion of hundreds of $1,000s equipment. I'm putting all of that into these drums, so we have some great stuff. So when you paying a price, you're not paying nothing compared to what I'm paying
yeah,
because you ain't spending 4,000 on no drums.
yeah,
I'm spending to make these drums sound good, so y'all can have some great drums. You feel what I'm saying? Hold up, James Graham, what's good? Thank you for the super chat. Those analog Moog sounds always impact the tracks by far. Like I said again, King, you think about getting that, bro, it's gonna change your life, bro.
yeah. Nah, facts.
David, what's up? I would be willing to trade an analog instrument for digital if we still have physical copies of music. That's the only way, though. I hear you. I hear you. Adam G, man. Oh man, thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat, Adam, man.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
hard. That's
Thank you,
hard.
bro. Thank
That's
you,
hard.
man. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate everybody that's on here, man. And man, like I said again, man, King, man, I appreciate you, bro, to the fullest, man. You over there making some incredible stuff, bro.
Hey man, I told you,
You
man. Anytime you need me, man, just hit me, man.
Vice versa, brother. Vice versa. Man, we
Like I
definitely gonna
tell
touch.
everybody, man, you one of the most solid guys I know, man.
Man, thank
One
you,
of the
bro.
most
You the
solid
same
guys
way,
I know.
man. You the same way, man. I love, like I said again, man. I love your inspiration. I love your passion, and you're telling the truth though. The key thing more of why our relationship is dope is because you're talking about music from a passion and you're being truthful, and
Mhm.
you're not, and you could easily be like, well, let me just say what's safe and let me say what stuff to keep
Nah,
people engaged. You can easily take, I see people do it all the time. They'll
yeah,
compromise their platform just to keep people around. Like I don't want to touch nobody the wrong way. This might you keep it raw and uncut. And that's why we connect because that's the
hmm
only way the business can go back to being great is if people hear the raw information and if they feel some type of way, it's still the truth. Whether you feel how
hmm
you feel, it's still the truth. Our job is to give you the truth so the culture can grow, not to just
hmm
pacify you and make you feel entitled to hear what you want to hear. Man, we gotta grow, bro. And
hmm
I love what you're doing with your platform. I love what you're doing for the community. I love your music and you as a producer, bro. Please keep doing what you're doing, bro, because
Oh, yeah.
I don't have nobody I can really like turn to and be inspired like that. Like that is really dope what you're doing, homie. Like real, for real,
I appreciate it,
for
man.
real, man. Y'all follow my brother
Appreciate it.
King, man. Dope
Appreciate it.
individual, great information, like a good person, good spiritually a good person.
Appreciate
Follow
that.
my brother, man. I appreciate you, bro. We gonna touch back down and we gonna chop it
Oh
up,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, away from here as well, brother.
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. And what's up, everybody in the live? I appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man.
Yes, sir,
Appreciate
man.
you tapping
And
in
uh
with
and
us.
uh Vicky, she's put down all your information on here. So if y'all see the links, y'all can go follow
Okay.
my brother, man. Please pay attention to my brother, man. He got a lot of great information. I salute you, bro.
Yes,
And
sir.
we gonna get up soon, man. I told you
Yes,
I'm
sir.
trying to clean up my plate on some of this stuff I'm working
Oh
on.
man, I already
And
know.
then we
I already
gonna,
know. I already know.
yeah,
Hey,
we gonna
look, we know when that time come, man, it gonna be hell, man.
yes, sir.
It
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
hell. It
It's
gonna
and
be
it's gonna
hell.
be amazing. It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing. But you
Yes,
better
sir.
let me know what move you make if you think about getting that move one. Let me know, bro.
Man, I'm finna what office I gotta do like two things, but I'm finna go up there and see if they still got it on display.
Yeah, man, go check it out. Play with it too. Just vibe with it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
they look. I'm gonna be like what they say. How they used to say, you could come in and play. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
in there and sit in there for an hour and play
There
with
you
it
go.
and
There you
ask them
go.
all the annoying questions
There,
I can.
there you go.
Yeah,
And I guarantee you they ain't gonna be able to answer them because they don't know.
man. Them at Home Depot, they love hiring folks that don't know
Don't
a
know
hammer from a
nothing.
screwdriver to nothing. I be like, how y'all get the job
Don't
here?
know.
They don't
Don't
know.
know nothing.
They
Don't
don't know
know
nothing.
anything. I'm
Nothing.
like, man, that kills me, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cats
Yeah.
just getting jobs to know nothing.
Mhm. And
Well,
some
it's
of them
all.
can't even count at the cash register, but that's a whole nother.
Hey,
That's
bro, but you ain't never
that's a,
lying.
that's a whole nother.
You
That's
ain't
a
never
whole nother
lying.
conversation.
You ain't never lying about that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good, bro, man. Salute to you, man. We'll talk a little bit later, brother.
All right, Doc.
All right, man.
You be
Salute.
blessed.
Peace.
Peace.
What's up with my YouTube fam, man? Hey, that's the brother King, Georgia Muscle Music, man. That is a great brother, man. That's a lot of great cats out there, man. A lot of y'all are good cats on here as well, man. I see a lot of y'all on here. Big shout out to my brother Jay Ham, man. That's getting me this ASR X Pro, man, getting it together for me, man. Shout out to my brother Jay Ham. Obscure Streets, just all you good brothers, man, that's out there that's doing great things. Big Sauce, man, Brian, man, you know what I'm saying, man, everybody, Adam, man, all the super chats, everybody, man, I appreciate everybody. I see everybody on here, man, and hopefully y'all inspired, man. Hopefully y'all going to this weekend, getting it cracking, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, bro. Like I said again, I brought King on here, man, because I didn't believe that his speakers bust out, but guess y'all was telling the truth, man. His stuff was busted out, man. That's how great these drums is, man. Y'all go get these drums. Like I said, there's only 80 of these. So if y'all still want this thumb drive, there's only 80 left out of 300. So 50% off on all the drums, the bundles, all the stuff that's on there is 50% off. Like I said, this one is still the price it is. This is with the SP 1200 drums. This is 500, but this price don't change. But all the rest of them, you can get a discount, 50% off, and that lasts until next Saturday, man. So that's what's up. You know what I mean? Norman, what's up with you, sir? What's good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute once again to all. Man, that's what's up, man. The vets, that's what's good. What's good? Rock and rolling, man. Today's your son's birthday, man. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Turning 7, man. Salute to your son, brother. Salute, man. Happy birthday to Rock and Roller's son, man. 7 years old, man. That's a blessing, man. And that's a milestone, man, because he right at that point, man, where he growing and growing, man. So your fatherhood is gonna mean everything to him, brother. So stay being a great brother, stay being a great father, inspire, practice what you preach, and guide him in the right direction, man. Blessings to you and your son, homie. Real talk. Real talk, man. Happy birthday, sir. Man, shout out to everybody, man, that's on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all have a great I guess it's Memorial Day weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too drunk and too barbecued out. You know what I'm saying? That was a good collab with King. Good info. Thank you, brother. My daughter turned 13 today. Oh man, happy birthday to Dope B Dan's daughter, man. Happy birthday to all, man. Happy birthday to your daughter, sir. Wow, it's my birthday too. Damn, BKJ, your birthday, man. Happy birthday to you too, man. Boy, it's a lot of Geminis, huh? Okay. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to you, sir. Real talk. Real talk, man. Happy birthday, brother. Yes, indeed. You got it, sir. You got it, man. Ad lib, man. Salute, salute. Happy birthday to everybody's man. Rock and roller's son, man. Dopey Dan. Be man. Everybody that's got birthdays, man. Shout out. Shout out to everybody. Like I said again, man, y'all enjoy this Memorial weekend, brother. Y'all go get the drums. Y'all only got until Saturday, man. The half off is gone on June 1st, man. So don't say I didn't take half off on y'all. So if you want to get the drums, get them now while they half off. I got you. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed. Make God first, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. All right. Almighty EA. I'm out.